Welcome back to the dungeon. Been a little while since I played some Dungeon Crawl after the tournament. Took a little bit of downtime. Played some other new games that came out. You might have caught some of that. Some Slay the Spire 2, very exciting stuff. But the call of the dungeon always gets back to me, and here I am again. And I still have a number of species, 15 actually, that I have not won with, oddly enough. One of them is Draconian. So, given that my name is Draconius, you would think that I would have played quite a lot of the species. I have not. I've only played a handful of them actually, and that was way back when I first started. It was like one of the first species that I ever played with, and I've never won with it. So, today we're going to jump on a Draconian and see how it goes. I've also got a number of backgrounds, fewer, that I haven't won. I think it's around 7 or 8. And some of them are quite strong. So, one of them that I have not won with is the Artificer, which is widely renowned to be one of the best backgrounds to start with. And so that's what we're going to do today is jump in on an Artificer and see what we can do. This is interesting here. We start with a bunch of loot on the ground, including Mystic Blast, which gives us kind of an idea of where to go, which is good because the Artificer starts with a club and a number of wands, and that's it, right? So you don't have anything that gives you guidance for mid-game or longer than that. And so we're really looking right from turn 1 for something else to do by like D6, 7, 8-ish, right? Because these wands are not going to carry us for very long. So having Mystic Blast right here on the ground is fantastic. Let's look at our skills here. Welcome to the stream, everybody. I see a couple people joining in. We haven't moved yet. We're just looking over where we're at. So we start with a bit of fighting. We're at 1. Probably going to be leveling that sooner rather than later on this particular character. Though with Mystic Blast on the ground, that kind of pushes me towards spellcasting right off the bat. We start off with 3 evocations, which I'm going to leave there. 3 is fine for early dungeon. 2 dodging and a bit of stealth. So actually what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to train stealth first, since we already have that 1 fighting, gives us a little extra HP. And we're going to go with stealth to about 2. We have a 0 app on it, which is fine. Hey Draco, welcome to the stream. So we'll take stealth up to 2, and then we're going to lean toward, let's see what our other apps are. We're going to lean towards conjuration and translocation potentially, assuming we don't find any other spells or anything like that. So yeah, off we go, huh? Mystic Blast. Bloody stairway here, or bloody hatch as it were, so don't go that way. And we just got to be careful here because we are starting off with just a club. And hey, hello, Quill Talisman. I will absolutely take that. So good start so far. Always putting Quill Talisman on early on. Oh, and I should also add that Draconian is a pretty good species. Most people would agree that it's probably top 10. Some people would put it a little higher than that. And one reason I would say that it belongs in the top 10 is it starts off with high AC. Even though you can't wear body armor, you get 4 AC right off the bat, which is fantastic. We're also on 11 EV because we start off with some dodging. And then you can see our strength and dex kind of all about the same. Draconians are a bit strong, a bit intelligence, and then Artificer is really a neutral on the stats, or yeah, stats, I guess, as backgrounds go. Hey, Vagrant, welcome to the stream. Saying shapeshifting isn't bad with Draconian. What, with no armor? Yeah, that's absolutely right. And if you check out the Crawl Cosplay Academy, one of their... Ooh, let's not take both of these guys at once, huh? One of their characters that you can do... Actually, let's just block all this. Is a Draconian shapeshifter. And I will probably be doing that at some point. I wanted to get my first win on Draconian. Anyway, there's a shaft. We drop 1 floor. Wow, we're in a vault area. This is rough stuff here. Devious Dagger, I will pick. I think... Oh, I can't wear that armor. Boy, we're kind of in a scary shape here. Should I check the door? Yeah, stab on the rat's good. Close the door. I'm expecting I don't want to be in that vault area. So, okay. And bat. And Amazing Darts of Disjunction, one of my favorite thrown items. So stoked to see that. Probably just going to go, oh man, and Snake. Gee whiz. Okay, pull back just a bit. I'm going to go ahead with the Wand of Flame here, I think. And then keep pulling back to get away from Snake. Okay, we'll take you. All good there. I really want those darts, but I really don't want to fight that snake. Same snake, different snake. We don't know. Let's just check. What's my Wand of Charming chance here? 65. Not bad. Let's go back up this way. If I can grab those darts, I'm going to feel a lot better about other stuff. Instead, of course, we pop around the corner and we see a Gnoll with throwing nets and a spear. 65% chance to affect. I get the charm. Stealth goes to 2, so he got a kill on something. We're going to use this Gnoll to the best of our abilities right now is what we're going to do. And what? Stealth's at 2. Do I go fighting to get more HP right away and kind of lean into that? I think I probably do. This is a really sketchy start here, I gotta say. All these guys have spears. Hey, Sandwich, welcome to stream. Sandwich says, watched a recent trunk update video, discussion video. Slime pits still scare me. Otherwise, been addicted to CUD since it came out on Switch. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people enjoying it on Switch. So I don't have a Switch, so I haven't tried that yet. But big fan of CUD in general. Good luck on the runs today. Thanks for that, Sandwich. Let us see. I've got literally nothing. I broke out of my net, so we didn't pick up a net. This guy's going to drop a net. Boy. I guess I pull back. This guy will fight for me, oddly enough, off screen, unlike summons. And so pulling back here seems pretty much fine. I could also potentially grab a second one here. Let's see how we go. Okay, he's taken some damage. We hit level 2 at some point there, so we go up to 24 max HP, which is quite good. I don't want to back up too far, right, into this unknown. That's the other issue. So I wish I had something to throw, right? If I could have got those darts before this fight. Okay, my Gnoll, I feel a bit more experienced. Did my Gnoll die? Probably. 75% chance to hit on the wand. I could try to charm instead, though. I mean, one of them will definitely die on a charm effect. It's 65%, so it's less than the Wand of Flame. I get it. He kills. I go up to fighting 2. So I think at this point we're going to go spell casting and start working on Mystic Blast, probably. Now, is this the last Gnoll? We don't know. I'm hoping it is. We've got 2 stealth. There are nets that are going to be right here-ish. Actually, if he died right here, there's probably nets right on him. I'm really curious if there's another Gnoll behind him or not. Vagrant says, Flame 1 is probably fine here, considering how dangerous Gnolls are early game. I agree, and he's got a spear too, right? So. Oh. Okay, so my Gnoll is still alive and behind him. As dangerous as that is. Because how many turns of Charming do I have left? Not a ton. Obviously, if I could get up to him while he's in there, I could get the stab. But I'm more worried right now about my guy coming from behind. Okay. I went ahead and stepped up. We're going to take intelligence here. We're probably going spellcaster. Let's not kid ourselves. And now this guy. I've only got a few more turns left. I think I'm just going to tell him to retreat into this area here. We'll be able to grab spear and maybe nets. I don't know. I could also... No, I think I'm going to tell him to go this way. I mean, Worst case, maybe he goes enemy here. Maybe he doesn't and he goes and fights a snake or something like that. So I think this sort of thing is fine. Forgot to pick up that spear back there. That's okay. Let's just back up. Grab spear. Okay, used a few more charges of flame there than I really wanted to. No doubt about that. Getting 2 types of darts, though. And there's an upstairs. Chance to hit on snake is 53. Let's just step up. No, we're going to have to fight this, unfortunately. Okay, 2 more flames. But we have dealt with the shaft. And so I'm stoked about that. Going up. We're not getting the stab here, but it's all right. We got 4 disjunction and 2 atropas, which is huge. That's good pickup. These disjunction darts are like super S tier throwing items. Even into the late game, right? I just love destruction darts. I find myself using them always. Stab. Hey, we're devious. We go up to 15 EV on a 1 devious charge. That's cool. Can you just stay put, please? Thank you. Spellcasting to 2. Okay. So we could train a bit of short blades if we want to kind of lean into this devious dagger a little bit, just until we get some spellcasting online. I think that's not a bad idea. We could also train a little more stealth. Stealth is always good. Up to like 6 to 8 by S branches is kind of where I want to be. I think I'm going to. I've got the dagger thing going. Maybe we go up stealth to 4. And of course, we've got our Mystic Blast. So we could start leveling that. But let's get the stealth first, I think. Okay. Where are you going, Quokka? Come get some. Quill's Talisman should help quite a lot here, I expect. Do still have those 2 kobolds over there, which I guess we're not very afraid of anymore, I don't think. And I could get the stabs off, potentially. We're kind of just a melee dude right now. Stab. Not stab. Your guess, Vagrant, on the Draconian is pale, huh? Well, if I was going to pick, I think I'd pick purple. Not sure. Purple is a pretty good all-rounder, isn't it? We'll see. We'll see what we get. Almost to level 4 already. Ouch. Hey, get the stab on the snake. I'll take it. What do you guys think about my sound right now? Are you hearing many of my clicks? Are we doing okay in that regard? I've got a noise filter on OBS, which I hope is doing what I think it should be doing. I did some testing. Seems okay, but let me know what you think. And I can always try to do better in the future. Nice. Got a stab. I ran from all the way across the screen to get that stab on Stealth 2.4. That ain't bad. You know, I've been playing a lot of stabbers lately. I never did until just recently, and I'm like 2 and 2 basically on stabbers recently. And boy, has it ever been fun. And it makes me just want to lean into that play style more in general, right? Especially when I play gnolls and things like that just get free stabbing ability periodically. Or just like, you know, from leveling everything up, from stealth, from daggers, etc. So I think just in general, like more stabbing gameplay from me is what you're going to see. Even on things that are eventually going to be spellcasters or whatnot. There's Inkwell. That will help us with our spellcasting. We lose all of our armor. Pick up a little EV. Vagrant says, purple's pretty good. As for sound, I'm not hearing any clicks. Excellent. That's what we want to hear. Oh, I don't know why I picked up that leather. We cannot wear armor. That'll take some getting used to. Oh my god, Ring of Wizardry? Well, I guess the game is shouting out loud what it wants us to do. So I think I'm going to take this to 3. Whoops. Stealth to 3. And yeah, we'll get that there, and then we're going to go heavy into Mystic Blast after that. We're already at 7 MP, which is fine. Okay. So if I go down this stairway... Oh no, this is a new stairway. Let's do it anyway. There's Gozag on D2. Like I said, I said in the description, I don't know if I said it out loud, but I was kind of leaning towards Mechleb. I had a request for a Draconian of Mechleb about a month ago. It's pretty hard to pass up Gozag here early on, though, I gotta say. Sandwich says, no clicks, S and P sounds are clear. Plosives, seems fine to me. Great, thanks, guys. Good feedback there. Yeah, so, like I say, do I turn down Gozag on D2? It's obviously the optimal thing to do, to go grab it. Like, super duper optimal. Is it worth waiting for a Mechleb? I don't have a Mechleb win. Ooh, there's dogs. Let's go this way. Oh, it's just super safe. It's super cheap. I have 61 gold pieces right now, so it's super cheap to buy in on Gozag. What do you guys think, chat? Go Gozag? You know, we've also got this vault over here. We could check this vault. This could be a god in here. Hard to say. There's pass wall. If we want to be a stabber, that's a thing. Let's go check this vault. No, just Fugue of the Fallen. There's actually nothing in here. Wow. Wild. I actually got shafted somewhere completely safe. Thanks, game. Nice of you. Mechleb would probably be better on a high invocations race. Yeah, that's absolutely true. We've got 0 aptitude in invocations on this character, which is fine, you know. But with Mechleb, you want to be aiming for like 16 to 19 invocations probably, depending on kind of what you get. Okay, so this is 2 ribbon worms, given that they're asleep, plus at least 1 hobgoblin, which is pretty sketchy. Fugue of the Fallen isn't terrible here, even though we've just got a dagger. It goes against the stabbing thing, that's for sure. Boy, oh boy. I could use darts here, I guess. Blind. I wonder what my blind chance is. I can't see from here. That's unfortunate. Let's go this direction. Nobody has opinions on Gozag or not? I mean, I know it's optimal. I'm not asking, is it optimal? It's, do you want to see a Gozag run here? Because the positive EV on grabbing Gozag on D2 is, well, it's about as high as you can get on God Choice. Do I feel like we are pressured in any sense right here? Absolutely not. You know, we're doing fine. Okay, my chance to hit on a ball python is 98. Oh, he's sleeping. It doesn't count. I don't have any throwing skill, do I? I could train some throwing, actually, pretty shortly here. Vagrant does say I'd go Gozag personally, at least over Mechleb, if those are the choices, basically. Yeah, that fight, I don't want to pick that fight quite like that if I can help it. I don't think it's better to shout, though. And if I pull these dogs, they'll bark, which may wake them up. There's just so much right here. Okay, I'm going to do it. It's hard for me to pass this up. It's just so good. 39 gold is what he wants. That's fine. Another ribbon worm. Game. You really want me to fight these ribbon worms, huh? There's dogs. Do we want to use a charming here, maybe? What's 73% on the dog? Draco says, I honestly am not good or knowledgeable to help in DCSS, so just here to watch. All good, man. All good. I just appreciate you being here. Pull this guy back. You know, these dogs don't have much chance against Quill Talisman, actually. Boy, oh boy, they're all coming though, aren't they? Let's make a friend. The rat died on my Quill Talisman. Then we can Atropa at pretty good chance. 43 to hit, not good. But then if it hits, it's going to blind. And we can throw it at 2 of them. I blinded 1. Let's keep the other dart, I think. Do we want to go fight beside my kobold? I think I do. You know, the other thing I didn't do was read my 3 stack of scrolls. That was a little bit of an oversight there. I'm going to rely on Gozag and my evocables here, if I need to. So this guy, I don't know where he's going. He's chased the blind one, is what he did. So the dazed one won't do anything until he takes damage. Ribbon Worm did not see us yet, so we're just going to pull back and let them get hits off on us. Hurt themselves on Quill Talisman, seems fine. Of course, my kobold went ahead and woke everybody up. I don't want to use Ice Blast here, that's for sure. This is far too easy for an Ice Blast. So what we're going to do, I guess we're going to pull 3 of them up, which is a little subpar. Got 1 daze. Yeah, Gozag already paying off a little bit here for us. They don't even have a chance to hit me, really. You see that? Almost no damage. Okay, snake. Oh man, and the ribbon worms. Okay, oh gosh, and there's just so much. There's just so much. Okay, so we cannot be, I don't know if you know this, but I'm going to tell you just in case you do, because this is huge, on quill form, cannot be constricted. So that means we don't have to worry so much about these snakes, because they do 2 damage. They can't even hit me, really. 48% chance to hit, and then 2 damage, so these are irrelevant. The ribbon worms, though, I believe still can net me. Let's just check. It should tell me, right? Does not tell me. Doesn't even say anything about the constriction. So that's just from the wiki. Yeah, Death Trap Vagrant, absolutely right. I'm just going to let these guys kill themselves on me from the attacks of opportunity, probably. Did anybody yell? I've got a hiss. I've got a... What'd I get? Yeah, a shout. So probably these guys woke up, maybe. We really don't want to fight ribbon worms on top of all this right now. Okay, daze on goblin. I'm tabbing now. We're a tabber. Did you know? I'm a tabber all of a sudden. Where are we at? 65% on Mystic Blast. We're still training stealth. Taking quite a long time here. Atropa on you, 75 to hit, 67 to blind. That's pretty good if we need it. Just step back here and then pass turns, I think. Missed with Atropa. Let's step up. Wow, okay, this guy is doing more than I wanted. Disjunction 75. Seems good. Wish I had something else. Picked my disjunction up, so I did not lose it. Go again. Cool, good enough. Okay, we got Splinter Frost Shell, which is pretty good in the kind of late game. We got Freeze, which isn't bad right now. Especially with Quill Form, actually. There's a little bit of a synergy there with the melee range spell and Quill Form kind of thing. I've got mana and nothing to do with it. What's this spell? Ball Lightning? Let's learn Freeze, I think. Is that silly? I'm going to do it. Let's get our level 1 spell. 11% ain't great, but we've got 7 mana. I feel like it's just a wasted resource at the moment. Oh, you see why this was a death trap. It's a little mini vault with loot in each of the 4 corners. That's why there were so many enemies here. Do we want Trident? 1.3 base damage of 10. versus Devious Dagger, which is only 4. Current attack delay of 1, right? So we're not even doing the dagger thing, which is speed related. Let's go Trident. Just got to keep an eye on that 1.3 delay. It's a little slow. Looks like we're switching to a sling, though. Sling of Freezing. Attack delay of 1.4, base damage 8. I wish the Ribbon Worm wasn't right here, is what I got to say about that. But we're going to switch. Pull. Nice. Got the days off at range. Kept attacking. Now this is a bit of a problem. It is nice we've got the Sling of Freezing because now he is slowed. Do I want to freeze him? Nice. Didn't miscast it once. Stealth to 3. Now we're going to kind of ignore that. We're going to get some intelligence going forward, and that'll help it be more online. And then we're going to train for now conjurations and translocations, I think. So let's do translocations first, just because I like that school more. And we'll get it up to 1, and we'll just kind of alternate back and forth until Mystic Blast is online, is kind of where I'm thinking right now. If we pick up a different spell that makes me think a different way, then that's what we'll do. But we're playing it by ear. Vagrant says, I'd say it's fine. In terms of roll probability, the fire and air are slightly more favored for aptitudes, but the odds of rolling -2 for ice is like 1 in 8. Right, okay, so you're just talking about going freeze or not, and then when we hit level 7, which isn't too far away, what kind of aptitude changes are we going to get? And I'll be honest, I don't think it matters for a level 1 spell. This is just a right now, right? We're going to love it and leave it. Don't care what my aptitudes are for later. We're not going Ice Magic very likely. You know, we do have Splinterfrost Shell, of course, so could go that direction. We'll see. But I'm certainly not dedicating myself to any school right now. And even when we go Mystic Blast, that doesn't mean, for me personally, my playstyle, that doesn't mean that we're conjurations or translocations at that point. It's you know, an intermediate step. I will happily train for level 4 spells in any school early on. Like, pick 2 schools and then diverge later is a totally viable strategy, in my opinion. Of course, that's going to be dependent on your race and your god to some degree, but with Gozag, you know, Gozag's power level is very high. Draconian is a good species. We have plus 10% HP, so I'm not feeling dedicated to anything at this point. Should have got the stab, maybe, instead of picking that up, but that's okay. We're going to remember right now to read our scrolls. Vulnerability, interesting. No, they're 2 stacks. We got a 2 stack of 2 different pots, but we're just going to wait. I don't like blind drinking pots early. Especially 2 stacks. If we get some 3 stacks, I can sort of see doing it, because then if you get mutation, it's not the worst thing in the world. Okay, Conjuration's going to 1. We're at 58% here. Snakes, not a trouble. There's Airstrike. Quivering Boomerangs. Wouldn't mind to get that. We've got 11 AV right now. EV, sorry. Boomerangs probably don't have that high of a chance to hit. Both of these guys got them, though, unfortunately. Sweet. Sling of Freezing. Doing work. We're at 36 HP on D3, meeting up with packs of orcs. Luckily, we didn't get a priest there. I'd like a little more fighting, I think. Feeling okay on damage and survivability otherwise. Do we get more fighting here? I'm kind of wishy-washy on this. I like to be around 42 HP, or 43 really, because 2 max rolls on the priest equals 42 damage. So if you're at 43, they can't 2-shot you, which is a pretty big deal. We are about to level up to 5. That probably is enough rather than going fighting, I think. So let's find out. We'll wait till level 5. We do have plus 10% HP, so it should be fine. We'll go translocations to 2. We get Boomerangs. I'm seeing more and more reason also to go into throwing. Just like 2 or 3, maybe. There's Ash. And poison darts, more importantly. You know, like if you were on this character playing, you know, instead of me, you could easily decide at this stage to go level throwing, right? And be and ranged even if you wanted. But throwing is absolutely a viable thing to start doing at this point rather than spellcasting. You could do that. That's a choice. And I think it's a fine choice. It just kind of isn't my play style in general to do not spellcasting, right? Like I'm always going to lean into spellcasting primarily. Speaking of which, we pick up Mercury Arrow, which is a conjurations-based spell. 4 range, 2d5 damage, causes weakness in an AoE. It's okay. Like, I would use this if I picked up the Battlesphere spell, for example, and we went that direction. Vagrant says fighting is good here. Yeah, I'm agreeing. I want to hit level 5, and then we'll see what we do. Max of 20. It's based on how many open air sights you got. We do have disjunction darts, of course. Chance to charm is 56, which isn't terrible. 73. And they're all awake. Boy, this is not good because that kobold's going to open that door is the main issue here. Now, of course, I could, if I'm going to fight, I want to step forward. And if I'm going to run, I'm going to run through here. And we are a long way away from the stairs. I wish I had Curare over Poison. Like, Curare solves this fight in a lot of ways. Vagrant thinks run. I think run too, probably. 56 on the charm. Problem is he can fly, right? I can't fly. And so if I'm going this direction, he's going to skip all these water tiles. Also have vulnerability, actually. Scroll vulnerability, which means I get vulnerability and charm for a really high chance to hit. So that is like a last-ditch option. We're at 36 HP, and he can do 6 plus max of 20. So max of 20 is based on 8 squares being open, I believe, right? No, that doesn't make sense. It's 3, 6, 7, 8. Huh, it must not be quite 2, or is it 2 plus 2 per 8? Yeah, that must be it. I don't remember the exact math. So if I was standing in here, it'd be 2 plus 4 more, so 6 on 6 is 12. Electrical, which means that it's bypassing 50% of my armor. I think. Right, so 12 damage and then 6 of it checks armor. Ice Blast probably just kills this guy, realistically. Let's have a look at it. I think it's like 3d9 right now or something. Yeah, 3d9 on Evocations 3. So I'm pretty sure I can just boop him and he dies. 3d9, I'd have to actually max roll to kill him in one shot. I probably kill the kobold on the first shot. And then I kill him on the second shot. And the reason I'm leaning into this kill is he's worth a ton of XP. And he's going to follow me no matter what, because that kobold can open doors. So in some ways, it's dangerous to run away. Like I say, if I go this way, he's flying over these tiles. And if I go this way, it's into unexplored territory. I can't go up. I mean, I could go up, actually. Retreat this direction, the long, long way. That's not off limits. He's not fast, right? He's not fast. So I could run. I could run north. That would be the correct place to run. And so in the very least, I could run to this corner and my Ice Blast will have an open area to hit multiple times like this, but, you know, multiple turns. And so I could get the kill there if I wanted. Except, of course, they did not group up. Okay, what's my chance on disjunction? 38. That's pretty bad. Here's the other thing. I just wasted a turn hoping they'd group here. And now if I go up, let me think here. If I go this way, he's going to get a spare move on me either direction because I don't have an efficient way to get there, which means he's always going to be one away. I think this is a situation where I try to kill. Let's see. I shoot him here and he goes here or here. So I can shoot him again and then I can't shoot him anymore. So I get 2 shots right here. I should have stayed put in this position because we're going to take a little extra damage here if I fight it. Yeah, Vagrant also adding that the extra walls reduce the airstrike damage. That's right. So if we stepped here or here, we could do this. But I am going to lose a turn, right? I'm going to lose a distance here by coming to this direction, I believe. No, maybe not, actually. Okay, let's keep retreating. Okay, this is as good as you're going to get, right? So I can hit him here, and then I can hit him here. That's twice. Wow, that was terrible. Okay, this was 38. So do I read Vuln? And then, yeah, I'm going to read Vuln into Charming, I believe. Oh, we're now at 56% to hit. I think I'm still reading Vulnerability here. Okay, he didn't hit me. 65% on Charm. Okay. He kills the kobold. And now what? We've got him at half health. So I could tell him to retreat into the open room here. And I could reposition here and hit him with Wand of Flame or Poison Darts to soften him up. Wand of Flame does 2d6. So I could get him at like max range here and then just hit him Wand of Flame a couple times. It might do it. Worst case scenario, I'm sitting in this position at that point. We got darts and we got Ice Blast. Yeah, Wand of Flame isn't bad here. I agree. So, you know, he's taken one turn of Charming. So let's tell you to retreat. Okay. I'm going to tell you to retreat again into this corner. Now that he's there, I'm going to hit him with darts, 38% to hit. I think that's the way still, because if I don't hit him, he's still friendly. If I do, he's poisoned. Miss. Miss again. Chance to hit on flames. 60% chance. Miss. Come on, game. Okay, I got him. Okay, we're going to use Ice Blast now because he's getting a little close. Got him. That was spicy. That took more charges than I'd like. But translocations up to 2. Let's get conjurations up to 2. This should give us a good amount of experience. Very good indeed, Vagrant. Let's see, cost of 3. So we want to take conj and translocations up to 3 before we go spellcasting. Let's just do both. I think it's enough experience for both. It was not. But I hit level 5. That took me up to 41 health. And 2.3. So, whoops, miscalculation there. I didn't mulch any darts. So There's upside a little bit. Yeah, so just looking for the silver lining. Still got 2 charges here. Still got 0 charges of flaming, but we got 11 charming, so subpar. Definitely not what we wanted to see coming around that corner. That was one of the more spicy enemies. It doesn't help that we don't have any pots available. Okay, Staff of Alchemy is huge here. That gives us our poise. And actually, we have alchemy. 1 alchemy spell. This is at 36. Did we just learn this right now? I think we do. There's Scorch. Scorch isn't bad either. 16%? Maybe. We're not training fire just yet. Let's go see what our shop has in store. We have Gozag, so we've been getting some gold. Orb of Attunement is a thing. Since we have a staff, it will work. Otherwise, we can't wear body armors, but we can wear glove. 1 glove, 1 auxiliary piece of armor is not worth switching off of quill form, that's for sure. You want at least 2, I'd say. Getting 2 AC in exchange for your quill form is probably worth. Dog. And cloak. There's that 2 AC. Dog. What's dog do? 6 damage? Let's throw a poison dart at you. Hello you. What are you carrying? Hand axe and wand of flame charges. Don't mind if I do. Oof. I was really hoping to kill this dog before this guy came into line of sight. I could step back by that disjunction trap in case I need to get a retreat. He's still poisoned by 1. Chance to hit with disjunction is 38 and 43 on him. I could throw through. I hit the dog. I killed a dog. Blind? 43, 100. Let's do it. Got it. Let's hit him. Nice. We get 22 Wand of Flame charges. Hello, game. Thank you for the RNG. I don't mind if I take them. That is superb. Look at that pickup. Oh. Oh, God. Dagger of Venom. He hasn't seen me yet. Yeah, Wand of Flame gaming. Seriously. I've got an escape here. I've got disjunction here. He hasn't seen me. I mean, of course this was Robin's group. Why would it not be? Wand of Charming, 65 and 73. It's pretty good overall. I would like your Dagger of Venom, please. Can I have that? 64% chance to hit me. Oh yeah, definitely running here, Vagrant. That's exactly right, because there's an untold number of other goblins around the corner, and he's just going to start chucking them at us and casting Might. So it's just a question of how many can we pull, how many can we kill, right? Because I think this isn't a full retreat. Now it is. Idjib's here too. Wowzers. Yeah, I was going to say let's pull a few goblins here and there and try to kill as many as we can, but now we've got Idjib. Idjib is carrying Wand of Polymorph, which is one of the least scary wands, that's for sure. Chance to blind 83, 43, 83. Yeah, Dagger of Venom is a run killer. Absolutely is. You're right. Absolutely is. It's also very powerful in my hands in the early game. So if we get hold of that, I would probably use it. Well, what can Idjib actually do to me? 8 melee damage. It is not scary. Polymorph. I'd like the polymorph in my own hands, and I'm not afraid of it. So I guess we're going to pull her back to here-ish. I assume she's going to find me. No? Oh, we dazzled her. Interesting. So we get a free poison dart if we want it. No, it's not free. Huh, dazed is not the same as completely indefensible like sleeping is. I thought it was. That's interesting. So it's still just 43 to hit. Curious. So this doesn't go up either. But we, if we miss, it stays in daze, probably. So we could try to get the blind and then, do things like poison darts, sling, boomerangs, etc. And if it gets close, we run. Now, if Robin comes around the corner, the game changes. But I think this is the way to go. I missed, so it's not blind. No longer dazed, did not see me the whole time. So Ijib followed me, got dazed, still didn't see me, and wandered off. Well, this is awkward. I missed again with Atropa. Okay, we'll kill some hobgoblins. This is a spicy floor. Got the poison. Got the double poison. Now the question is, do we keep attacking or do we retreat? I think we pull back towards stairs, because if we get polymorphed, we're out of here. The problem is that as we retreat, our chance of getting polymorphed is higher. Vagrant, you think attack with sling? Let me just see my chance to hit. 45 chance to hit? Boy, that's bad. We've got no skill. No skill in throwing, no skill in ranged. Boomerang, same chance to hit. These darts are the same as well, but we hit twice, Like I feel like I've used my throwing luck here a little bit. Yeah, there's the polymorph. Oh no, sentient fungus. Okay. Highly evasive. My AC's 12, 17. You release spores to cause confusion when attacking in melee, but are unable to move when hostile creatures are present. You're resistant to poison, immune to negative energy. Unable to cast spells. Yeah. Like, I agree with what you're saying here, Vagrant, is that we could wait. She's going to come to melee, definitely. And it looks like I can still see the rest of the screen, in the sense that I'll see other enemies coming. And actually, I can use wands from here as well. So if Robin comes around the corner, that's the worst case scenario. Ijib coming into melee is fine for me. Like, I win that fight. I don't know how long fungus lasts. And Robin never saw me. And so I think I have a pretty good chance here of just winning this fight outright. Do I want to flame? I think I do. Oh, wow, this is going to be good. We're just going to pass turns. Let the poison tick. Okay, translocations to 3. Conjurations to 3 now. Level 6, scales feel tougher. So we got a little extra armor. Every 3 levels, we get 1 extra AC on Draconian, so that's solid. 48 max HP. Oh, and I can walk because there's no enemies. Okay, so we're at least on the stairs. Goblin, you say? So I guess I can't throw, huh? In this form. Interesting. I can't throw, but I can use evocables. That's curious. Can I leave? Yes. Okay, we'll just leave. We'll just reset this. This is fine. Got one of the uniques out of the way. Conjuration's at 2.6. Mystic Blast at 32 still. What does Inkwell look like, I wonder? AC goes down by 6. EV goes up by 6. Spell failure down to 26. That's not as good as I had hoped, actually. You know what we do have against these poison daggers, though, is a Staff of Alchemy, if it gets into melee range. So we don't have to be too afraid of this. 12 polymorph. We're getting large numbers of these things when I'm picking them up. I'm on the wrong side of the distortion trap for that guy. A little bit awkward. Okay, one-shot him. Nice. Dagger of Venom. Sure, I'll take that. Okay, there's Robin. Robin also has Dagger of Venom and a helmet, which I would like to have. That'll be 3 auxiliary pieces we could switch out a quill form for. Yeah, 2 Daggers of Venom here, Vagrant. That's right. What's your HP, though? It's not that high, right? 1 pip of AC, only 16 HP. This guy is going to crumple under my Wand of Flame if we need to use it. Okay, triple miss on that. Wand of Flame, 79% chance to hit. We're going to switch to Alchemy Staff. I get poisoned immediately. Do we want to freeze? Sweet. We pick up Helmet. And I think we're going to jump out of Quill Talisman form in order to put on Cloak. Oh, I can't wear helmets. Right. I do have a glove down here. No, I think we still go quill form at this stage, actually. Both my daggers are +2, right? They are indeed. Should be a bunch of hobgoblins still running around. Where are they? Draconians do get hats, though. Yeah, that's right, Vagrant. Not helmets, just hats. Boy, we're only on D3. This has been a slow start to the game, my god. Pick up another vulnerability. We do have another 2 stack of strolls, so we will go down a floor and read our stack. We get identify. Excellent. Let's try to find curing, shall we? There's might. There's cancellation. Another ID scroll. Ambrosia. Ambrosia's a heal. That's fine. Might, cancellation, ambrosia. Those are all good pots. We are 13% of the way to level 7. Hey, there's our poise on a ring. Don't mind if I do. And at level 7, we're going to get our breath and figure out what kind of Draconian we are, which I'm excited to see. Hopefully it's a good one. I think I'm going to go Dagger of Venom in general. We've got 3 stealth. We're at 28% on Mystic Blast. And yeah, Dagger of Venom is just going to do some work here for us at this stage. There's Pro Cold if we need it. All these little bits of resistance early on are a big deal. You know, the more of them that you can switch into or whatever, the better it is. Let's see. I guess we'll switch back to the sling here. At least get 2 hits as he comes in, and then we'll just freeze. Okay, Conjuration's up. Hey, Vinculin, welcome to the stream. Smog versus Hobbits, the revenge. Good point. It's very much what this has felt like so far. Vagrant says, revenge for Lake Town. Good stuff for Lair so far. Yeah, absolutely it is. This is where we want to be for Lair. So we're happy with our fighting right now. We're above 43 HP, so we're good on the priest smiting thing. I think we just keep training translocations probably, though actually our spellcasting is a bit cheaper, so I'm going to take spellcasting to 3. Obviously it's less effective by a little bit than training the schools directly, even on dual school spells, but more mana is good, spellcasting is always good, etc. There's our other stairways. Graveclaw. I like Graveclaw. It's at 16%. We're running low on spell levels as well. I like Graveclaw over Scorch, actually. Scorch is spammable, but Graveclaw, the utility is just tremendous. I think what we're going to do, though, we're going to wait for our scales to get a color and see what kind of apps we get and whatever, right? We'll know more about what our build is going to shape up to be at that point. Vinculin says, a dragon of positive mental attitude. That's exactly what we are. Draconius on the Draconian of positive mental attitude. So there's going to be 2 of these guys, I assume. They are fast. They're weak to fire. And they're doing 6+6. So weak to fire counts for my Wand of Flame, obviously. I think we're going to use it. Boy, if we could hit, that'd be fantastic. Then we're going to switch over to Venom Dagger. Get the kill. Feels good. Ribbon Worm, you say. Look at all that gold. It's like they knew I was going Gozag this game. Boy, lots of little corridors here, huh? I'm not complaining. I don't have any big AoE spells or anything, so corridors are fine. Black Bear. Chance to hit? 61 on Disjunction. That's pretty good. 26 on Mystic Blast. Boy, I am way out of position here. He's going to get a free move on me. And I am way away from the stairs. I do have Quill Form still online, which is pretty good against Black Bear, given that he strikes up to 3 times per turn, but gee whiz, that damage. 9 plus 5 by 2. It's a lot. Red Eye, welcome to the stream. Says, for a second, I thought what Artificer background was focused on and was confused why you had no Forgerite spells. Yeah, that's fair. Those things would be easy to confuse, actually. Artificer does sound like the kind of guy that would do forge crafting. We do have Potion Petition online, I see. So, you know, that's one more get out of jail free. We've got Might, we've got Ambrosia. I feel pretty good about this, really. Oh, now I feel a whole lot worse about it. Okay. Do we Charm? Charm Bear, 56%. Alpha Strike on the Bear. I want to see the Bear chew through all these enemies. Yeah, Priest is quite bad, but we've been training for this. This is why we train fighting early. We have 48 max HP. I think we're going to do Bear. Yep, we get it. And of course, Priest smites me for max damage right off the bat. I'm just going to run away now. Bear will continue to attack even off screen, so this is fine. I feel a bit more experienced. So he killed the snake, and we're kind of going generally this direction, I think. I feel a bit more experience again, so I'm guessing that Priest is dead. We're just getting out of dodge. We don't have a bit... Yeah, twice more experience, so just 2 kills there. Bear's still alive. We don't have fire resist. You are probably weak to cold, I imagine. No, just weak to poison. Well, that's not bad. Let's just reset. I think that's the way. Now, I'm just passing turns with period right now rather than hitting 5 to auto heal, because sometimes when you auto heal in this position with a charmed character, you will do the whole wait. And when you're done waiting, you'll notice your charmed character is standing right beside you and is no longer charmed. And that is not a good position to be in. I don't like that about, maybe it's a setting with my RC file, or maybe it's just the way the game works. I'm not exactly sure, but sometimes waiting with charmed enemies is bad. So heads up on that one. Vagrant says, going in for the stab on the beetle could be good since you have the venom dagger. I agree, and it looks like I could stand here and go 1 turn, 2 turn, 3 turn in its view. But the thing is that it's also weak to poison, so I could just throw darts. You know, I got 100% to hit from this range, which is good. I think that I'm more inclined to do that. I just like having the range, you know? What does he do in melee? Actually, 5. So Pyre Arrow is much scarier. The problem with going here, though, is that I could get flanked by bear, orcs, whatever, right? There's also this zone here. So I'm thinking, let's pull. And he wakes up. Of course he does. Why would he not? Sweet. See how quickly that poison does work. So even though I had low chance to hit, it was good enough. Spellcasting to 3. Let's jam translocations. I really want Mystic Blast to be online here. It's kind of my get out of jail free card at the moment. I kind of want to learn Graveclaw, I think. Oh no, I said before, we're going to wait till level 7 and see what we get. Okay, let's go get our darts. Goblin. Orc and Sigmund with a Robe of Willpower, which I can't wear, right. Notably, cannot wear that. So can't see Invis. Could polymorph. Chance? 30% into... I mean, I think Centaur is not as bad as Sigmund, actually. But 30% chance is not good. And of course, if I have vulnerability here, then I'm weak to his Confuse. So you don't really want to do that. I could Ice Blast. He's got 27 max HP, same as that flying electrical monster that we had to hit like 3 times with Ice Blast last time. So it's not like he's weak to cold or anything either. I don't have any fire resist. 49% chance to confuse. This is not great. We're not in a good position here to want to fight this. Especially considering he's not alone. Now, the alternative, of course, is to charming that guy as a distraction. And charming on Sigmund is only 30% as well. Could be a good to take a pot shot and back off a bit. The problem is 50% to confuse. He's almost certainly going to do that within the first 3 turns. And then I'm in a bad position here because if I'm confused and I try to step up, there's a chance I step down instead, and this is a big open space. I know there's orcs here. And so this is not a good place to fight, right? Assuming I might get confused, and I have no curing pots. So we don't want to do that. Okay, the lineup is good here. Orc is blocking line of sight, so we're going to use that to our advantage by stepping back. And we're just retreating. Get into a known location at the very least. Now, I think Sigmund's worth using Ice Blast on at this stage. We're in D4. We're about to get our breath. Realistically, I could just dive as well. Okay, Sigmund did not come, which is interesting. DGQ, welcome to the stream, says, feels like a few steps back into trying to zap poly a few times would be the best shot. I agree that's an option. At 30% poly, though, chances are he's going to confuse me before I get the poly to work. Ice Blast of this evil won't kill in 2 shots. Yeah, probably not, right? It's 3d9 right now on Ice Blast. So I'd have to get a max roll or 2 50% rolls. So I could kill him, but it's probably not very likely. And he's also quite likely to confuse before he dies, I think. There he is again. So he wandered all the way down here. He's lost sight of me still. So we're going to retreat. He still doesn't see me. I think this is probably a dive, realistically. Or at least go over here, explore this area, and then maybe dive. I think we don't want to fight Sigmund here, if we can help it. If I had curings, my opinion would be different. You know, the best thing we have in that regard is Gozag, but I do not want to spend an early 400 gold hoping to get curing. That just seems like disaster waiting to happen, I guess. Yeah, after Poly, he does nothing. I mean, he could have been a Centaur. That was on the possible rolls. So Centaur is a little scary, no doubt. Less scary than Sigmund, obviously. So we got an Olpak, we got a Halberd. Charming is 65. I'd rather get this guy. If I could charm him. I miss. I miss. I get. Just let Halberd guy clean up for me. Just kidding. He dies. That's fine. Let the poison kill. Good deal. Was that the whole pack? Pack of 3? Grab Halberd for good measure. Okay. I guess we're going to dive here. I don't feel too bad about it. We've got most of this level. Can we stab? Yep, nice. I'm going to read this and hope the dog stays asleep. There's Brilliance. One-shot him. Let's poison, I guess. Snake, Iguana. Iguana's a little scary, isn't it? Like 15. Yeah, 15 damage. We've got Dagger Venom on right now. 22 on Mystic Blast. That is sure taking its good time, isn't it? To come online. This probably gets me up to level 7. I guess we fight this. Would the Atropa have been good against Sigmund, Red Eye asks. So my chance to hit on Atropa probably was around 46% with a good chance to blind. So yes, maybe. His chance to confuse was probably higher than my chance to hit. So probably a good play. We may do that when we go back up. I have 0 in throwing right now as far as skill goes. So low accuracy is the issue here. Absolutely right. So it is a play. It's something you could have considered. I would say it's at least as good as Polymorph, actually. It's probably better than Polymorph. It's really close. Whoops. Boy, he stepped right up, didn't he? Translocations to 4. Conjurations going to 4. We're at 94% through the level, so come get me at her. I have Poison Resist innately, or rather from my ring. So he's not scary. Orb of Destruction, that's Conjurations. And we've got Martyr's Knell. Boy, I can't hit that guy to save my life. Poison, Atropa rather, 5683. Got it, and now we get the stab. Several stabs there, very nice. Level 7, we are yellow. Lurid yellow, which is Forgecraft and Corrosion. Innate corrosion resistance isn't terrible. Wouldn't have been my pick. If I was going to pick one, yellow would not have been it, but you know, corrosion, the corrosive blast is good. Corrosion resistance is acceptable. Forgecraft is a thing I like. Let's have a look at this. 3d10. 3d10 is quite good. Unfortunately, it's only a range of 3. Corrosive Clouds on the unoccupied tiles. So, I mean, this hits Sigmund. This does really well against Sigmund, actually. And then our Forgecraft apps go up to +2. And I think there's no downside with that, right? I think yellow has no downside, basically. Yeah, take the bets on colors, Vagrant was saying. I had a bet early on. I think it was you, right? That said pale. So yellow it is. Everybody would have lost that gamble. I was hoping for purple. What are you going to do? The Artificer has Forgecraft now. Yeah, it's all fitting, isn't it, Red Eye? DGQ says, my problem with timed disables versus Sigmund is that our character kills things very, very slowly. Yes. A little faster now, though, doesn't it? A little faster. Okay, let's clear this vault. We are going to go back and kill Sigmund here relatively soon for the XP. Staff of Earth, I don't know, I'll take it. So I only get one shot of this, right? Indicator, if the indicator is dim, there are 0. Otherwise, the number of pluses indicate additional uses available. I'm showing my ignorance on Draconian here. I have one shot of this, and I assume as I level up, I'm going to get more, hopefully. So we'll see. Melting Sigmund down to slag. Do da, indeed. Ayo, welcome to the stream, JW. I forget, do innate attacks benefit from unarmed, Vagrant says. Innate attacks. Oh, yes, like auxiliary attacks? Yes, I believe they do. Somebody correct me, but I believe that's the case. Poison, do your thing, please. Okay. Flux Talisman over there. That's not nothing. Get the stab while it's available. Okay, are there going to be priests here? DGQ confirming Ox attacks almost always scare off XL. Okay. Oh, and now Yap was on the other account. I assume that was JW is your other account? Welcome to the stream. Either way. Yeah, we do got a priest. Okay. So priest is scary. We do have 55 HP, and I could get in there and do stabs. Could be worth going unarmed later since you got yellow, says Vagrant. Why? Why is that the case? Oh, no, what? So I get plus 6 AC from lurid yellow scales. I don't have any auxiliary attacks, do I? I don't think I do. The armored tail is innate to Draconian. The quills are my quill form, obviously. I don't think I get innate attack or auxiliary attacks, right? Oh, acid bite attack at level 14. Hello. That's cool. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, you're right. So then I would have at least 2 auxiliary attacks here with armored tail. And acid bite is very good. Interesting. DGQ saying that Draconians have no damage scaling on Ox attacks. And it's 40 plus, this is chance, 40% plus XL divided by 2. Okay. Yeah, so at level 20, you have a 50% chance to proc. No scaling. But Acid Bite is a pretty good proc, so. Yeah, I mean, that's a thing. Like, I still lean towards spells, obviously, but right now we've got melee-ish spells going, right? Mystic Blast. Though I could go into Orbit Destruction or even Splinter Frost, Forgecraft type stuff. So I don't know. None of this says do anything in particular yet, I don't think. Could get Mercury Arrow, just to have some range damage. I got a spectator here as well. Hey, it's Wega Wega. Hey, welcome to the stream. Acid Bite does 5 plus 2d4, so it's not spectacular, but it does also have the corrosion effect. And you've got the auxiliary tail attack. Like, all the builds where I've gone auxiliary attacks have been stabbers of Wujian, which is not what we're doing today. So I guess I lean against that probably. Hey, Andrew, welcome to the stream. Andrew says, hey man, huge fan. Good luck on the run. Thanks for joining, mate. And yeah, DGQ also saying, I'd rather not go into melee here unless we convert to Jivia, which we're not doing. I'm totally happy with Gozag. I think what I'm going to do is try to flank these guys probably. Go in this way and try to swing around from the south. One sec, I'm just looking at notifications here. The wife and kids are going to the playground now to leave me to my stream. Very nice of them. Okay, let's go around, I think. We could get in here, probably get one stab off, but I don't get to the priest in that scenario. The only other thing I could do, and I've debated doing this already, is go Graveclaw. Graveclaw gives us another out. Wegway says stream. Yep, I'm live right now. We got 7 spell levels. Also, Mercury Arrow gives us some range, but realistically, I don't like Mercury Arrow, and we're already at 63 on air. I could go Airstrike. I'm just not like stoked with anything I'm finding so far. Mystic Blast taking forever to get online. Okay, we're gonna carry on. Less talking, more killing. So this is a little vault area. We do have innate poison resist. So Caustic Breath also. Let's just look at this. Oh, 2 of 3. It says right there. So the plus doesn't mean anything to me. Unless the breath itself is 1 and then each plus is an additional 1. So 2 of 3 uses, which means it's going to recharge 1 more over where it is. 5% fail rate. That was the wrong thing. And it just, gaining experience recharges the ability. Okay. Free range and so on. So, worst case scenario, if we get into melee, we got that. This guy is weak to poison, right? Yes. Vagrant says, probably better to go spells with unarmed as backup, as maybe depending on if you get mutation potions. Yeah. Yeah, because we could get mutations for other auxiliary attacks. I'm going to have a lot here to go melee, probably, I think. Especially considering that we can't wear armor, right? That's a big issue for melee. And Nabiyap confirming, yes, plus is 2 uses, plus is 3. Nice. Hey, Wega, you found the YouTube stream instead of the spectator. Welcome. Okay, so we're going to hit with poison darts on this guy because he's weak to poison. Wow, 98% to hit, and we didn't get the poison off on him. Now we're going to go cold damage for the kill. Okay, 55 max HP. So I think we got to keep going like the spell casting route. Spell casting is 0.2 cheaper. I'm going to lean into that. Like I said before, it's not as good for failure rate as learning the schools are themselves, but we do need more mana. This is an expensive spell to be casting. Okay, this guy does negative damage from range with a really high percent chance to do the thing. So let's boomerang you. Let's pull you into the other room. Chance 52. 52 ain't bad. Vagrant says, if you want some long-term meme strats, you could always gamble on shapeshifting and getting a dragon talisman, since I think they keep their color for Draconians. They do, I can confirm that is the case. Yeah, I mean, maybe, but I don't like gambling with shapeshifting, personally, because we may never see a dragon talisman in a 3-rune game, right? And if we're going spellcasting, I'd rather put those levels into something that we have earlier and for certain, right? The gambling, like 17 or 18 levels, I think it is, 18 probably, more than that maybe, into a talisman eventually, I don't think I want to do that. It is a good meme and a good thing to do if it comes online. DGQ actually just countering that argument, saying dragon form feels weak. Okay. I know some people like it, some people don't. You do keep your color for what it's worth. Wow. Took me a lot of shots there to hit. Just using freeze there at 9% fail rate, never failing, as it turns out. Do we want to go for that guy with the negative, with the pain brand? Kinda. Don't have anything against it. What is this spell? Confusing Touch means that we can be a stabber right now. I bet it's online too. 26%, it's very close. We do have Hex's -1 app, so there's that. But super frail and enormous skill investment, DGQ says. Yeah, on the Dragon Talisman, very true. It is kind of a meme. It does kind of work, but like I said, I don't want to do melee stuff without the armor slot, personally. Tons of HP, Vagrant says. AC caps out around 25 to 30, so that's not super good. You do also lose out on F plus and Cold plus with Dragon Coil. Do you? I thought it gave you both. Oh, is it because it doesn't change your scales? Like, so you're not a golden dragon, you're a yellow dragon, as the case may be. That's interesting. Breath recharges quicker. Those are all good things to know. Yeah, 1 pip of res. Yeah, I don't think we're doing that. I'm certainly not gambling on it at this stage in the game, but I think it would be funny. Okay, this guy only has 11 HP. So we're going to roll the dice on a boomerang, I think. That was a bad roll of the dice. What about Wand of Charming? 65 to kill this guy? Seems okay. I can't get any of my rolls to work out right now. 38 to hit with blinding, 83 to blind if it hits. Okay, that was not what we wanted. Let's try to charm again. We get it? Nice. He kills. This guy doesn't see me, so I get a distraction stab, maybe. Sweet. Good stuff. Took me 2 charges on charming, which is subpar, but do we want confusing touch? There's an argument to be made. Druid and Clockroach. Ouch. We have a rough start to this game. We're only on D5. This has been like an hour long, more than that. Rough stuff. We are essentially melee right now too, which is bad for druids. I could use my breath. He's probably not resistant to corrosion. Nope. Is resistant to poison. Snake hasn't seen me yet. So I think we just pull back here. He's fast, right? So he's definitely catching me. Yeah, 130. Inabis saying, out of 19 Draconian wins in 0.33, I had 1 with Dragon Talisman plus Wujian. Probably one of the few gods that shore up the glass cannon aspects really well. I totally agree. Wu is such a good god, and it pairs well with glass cannon melee builds like stabbers, and I imagine like dragon form Draconians. So, yeah, I can see that working. We are not Wu this game, for better or worse. Okay. Chance to blind. Low chance to hit, good chance to blind. I think that's not the play. Did he have fire resist? I don't remember already. Yes, so Wand of Flame is out. He does not have cold resist. I think I use Caustic Breath probably. Maybe we can pull back a little bit more and get Snake here, but Snake hasn't seen me. Clockroach can't be hurt from this range. Chance to charm, 38. I didn't get any nets in the end, did I? From those gnolls way back when. I need to look. Did I leave that laying on the ground? I'm not sure. 16% on Mystic Blast. This doesn't feel like the fight I wanted to pick. I gotta be honest. White Imp. What's a lemur? I don't even remember what a lemur is. 38%. I could do this. You guys think they're going to add a new god starting with the letter P? Where are you getting that information? No P god yet. A new god would be very exciting, I have to say. Yeah, they won't go above 27 gods. I think that's probably the case. They do want to go above 27 species, though. They're going to break that situation. Right, lemurs. Okay, so the polymorph worked at 38%. So what is the situation now? 10 damage, so he's no longer slow, he has 27 HP, and so on and so forth. I think Clockroach is scarier now. Let's pull back into this kind of position. Clockroach did not step up, unfortunately. Is he weak to poison? Not immune to it. That's what we wanted to see. Spellcasting up. So I'm really wanting to work on both stealth and fighting now at this point, but we need to keep working on translocations, unfortunately. I've gone down this road far enough and we're still only 16%, so I'm kind of in it to win it now. Just using freeze. DGQ says, I wonder, is it just me, or in the latest patches, melee builds feel weaker and weaker? Unless you go into lightning form, voltaic form, or similar effects that allow full screen wipes. You get hit by status effects a lot. I've been saying that in multiple places, actually, that all the Doom mechanics in the early game are either melee or line of sight, which gives a relative boost to summoners in particular, and a relative nerf to melee dudes. Because druids, you got ravens, which are line of sight, etc. So yes, 100%. Melee is weaker this patch. Summoner goes to the best background overall, in my opinion. It was already top 2. Now it's unquestionably the best, in my opinion. So yes, you are right, DGQ. Vagrant says, at least in my limited experience, it feels more like they keep adding enemies that are good at killing melee characters, and more than melee being strictly weaker. Yeah, you're saying exactly what I'm saying. Melee itself isn't any weaker, but the damage coming at melee, or the threats coming at melee, are stronger. Okay, what do we do against you, Ogre? 56% chance to get Brainworm, Jelly, or Naga. I'd rather have the unarmored Ogre. Okay. Doesn't Raven Doom go through summons? It does not. It's line of sight, not piercing in Ebba. You're thinking of Cassandra. Cassandra's Doom does pierce, and it shoots in a line. I think she also has a fireball version. So there's like 2 different ways to apply Doom from you. Or maybe it's line of sight. Either way, she can hit you through summons. Ravens cannot. 70% chance to hit on poison. We hit. Now we're going to retreat. Already the poison is gone. Okay, we're going to keep retreating. We got the poison again. Now, do we Caustic Breath? How much damage do you do? He's got 27 HP. He hits for 41, which means if he hits me at all, I'm now in panic mode. And I have no scrolls. I have Ambrosia. I have Gozag, none of which I want to use. So I think I go up, come down somewhere else, try this a different engage from somewhere else. Could also go Sigmund. There he is. Still doesn't see me. I'm not going to just yet. I'm not feeling like we're where I need to be. Okay, this guy does cold damage, doesn't he? No, he's just resistant to cold because he's undead. Okay. And not weak to poison, right? Resistant because he's undead? Yeah, he's immune. So, could do Devious Dagger, but I think I just want any old stab. Well, that wasn't good. My stab did not work. I got Disjunction. What's the chance? 38. Flaming is 60, and I think he's not resistant to it anyway. Let's use Flaming. There was 4 hits on it. There's 6 uses of Flaming. I'm down to 8 charges, so that was less than optimal, but we got it done. He's a scary enemy for us right now. You know what? I think I'm leaning more and more towards taking Graveclaw. I need something to lock enemies down. With that Ogre coming close to me like that, and that guy right there, just something to lock enemies down feels really good here. So Translocation's almost up. We're going to go Necromancy to get Graveclaw all the way online. Let's actually just take it to 1. We're at 13 here on Mystic Blast, so it's basically usable. Just going to kind of clear the area here. Inaba says, okay, so Kakos and Cassie have Doom Bolt. Right, so it pierces and gives you Doom from like 7 range, so line of sight, with a piercing bolt. And Vagrant saying, haven't had much luck recently on the runs. Hopefully it gets better for you. And yeah, Caustic Breath on the Ogre is probably the way to go. along with Great Claw, now that we have it. Getting a lot of use out of that early freeze, right? I don't even have levels in cold magic, and it's still doing great for us. So that was a good pickup. Okay, Ogre is right there. We have 2 pips of breath, so all of our caustic breaths are online. Graveclaw, I have 1 charge of it, which is less than you'd want, and it's at 12%. I think we're going to do the thing anyway. Let's yell. Try to poison. Now we're going to Graveclaw. Try again. Got him. And now we're going to Caustic Breath. Boom. Blow him up. Wowzers. Okay, Necromancy to 1, Translocations to 5. I think we go up to, given the price here, I think we go up to Fighting 3, and then probably Stealth to 4 after that. I probably get Fighting 3 here, don't I? No, not quite. 2.8. Very cool breath. Good for the early game, at least. I feel like yellow Draconian's going to fall off probably later on. But right now, it's going to be fine. It's going to be strong. And yeah, Graveclaw. Doing work. Sweet. Fighting to 3. Let's get Stealth up to 4. I hit level 8. 9% on Graveclaw, 13 on Mystic Blast, so we definitely need more of that, but probably we get it from spellcasting after we get Stealth up a little higher. Looks like we got another Vault over here. Oh, you know what that's going to be? It's going to be Temple. We still haven't seen Temple. Where'd you go? Oh, he died. I should have been reading my chat. It said, you feel more experienced. Another Gozag altar. Water Moccasin. This one's a little more scary. 10 damage. 27 health. Is not weak to poison. Can be slowed by cold. I have no Grave Claws. Just running through the options here. 56% chance to go Ice Beast, Swamp Drake, or Jelly. I think that feels bad. It at least feels neutral. Disjunction, 29, so that's not a thing. What do we want to do? Not fight this is what I want to do. Like, here's a case where a Scorch would be good to have. Hell, Confusing Touch would be quite good to have. Because then we could just do the stabbing thing right now. We're already leveling Stealth. Just Confusing Touch to do a little bit of stabbing until we find better spells to get online. Vagrant says, I'd go Disjunction if you do fight. Yeah, the problem is the 29% to hit. Or we could go Airstrike. The 2 dice thing is what kills me on Airstrike. Like, I know people use it and like it. I've just never really been a fan, and it's because it's 2 dice. If it were 3 dice of something, I'd be a lot happier about it. I think we don't have a weapon for Fugue. I just don't like what we're doing right now. Honestly, like, I feel like we're still looking for a spell to do something with. Mystic Blast is okay. It's not winning this fight outright, though, even if I had it online all the way. Okay, we got him with Disjunction once. 29 to hit with boomerangs. Do I kind of retreat back towards this way? There's no way I'm getting to the upstairs over there. I'm better off going to this upstairs, actually. Let's try it again. I haven't mulched any of my darts. Missed him that time, unfortunately. I think I'm going to Caustic Breath this. I could wait till he's in melee, though. Like, it still works. Let's Wand of Flame, 53 to hit. I hit him. Do it again. Nice. 2 coin flip rolls. I'll take it. Okay, now we go Spellcasting to 5. trying to work on both of these spells, all of these spells. Yeah, so I mulched 0 disjunction darts there. Very nice. Got to do something with my unknown consumables as well. Okay, Orc Priest. Chance to confuse is 43. That's pretty bad, and I still do not have Curing Pot. Could I charm? 56 to charm him. This seems pretty good. Yeah, Disjunction, very epic. Very easy when it hits, right? Low chance to hit, but if you get it, it does a ton of damage. I think I'm going to charm the wizard. He might get a stab or a kill in general, and then he probably dies before he becomes an enemy. We missed. I get him. We've got a priest as well. A Tropa, pretty good chance. Do it again. We get him. Okay. Priest. Less confused. Still not dead, though. I'm going to back up one. Oh, I got one of my breath charges back. I'm going to step up, and then I'm going to go Caustic Breath against everybody here. Oh, it feels so good. Now I'm just going to pass turns. I assume the priest died? Yes. Nice. Beautiful stuff. Dude, Caustic Breath. Feels good. Kiku. Okay. All right, let's go find that other pack of orcs over here. Just kidding, we got a dog pack first, and we're going to go stab, 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 stab. Good stuff. We're a stabber. Who would have thought? Let's flank. Maybe? Nope. Probably can't flank. Poisonous vapors. Now that's a thing. That's just basically online, isn't it? Do I get that? I think I do, don't I? What do you guys think? Poisonous vapors? What would you guys do here, chat? Would you go for Airstrike? It's currently at 58. I have Wizardry, and I have a 0 aptitude. Would you go Airstrike? Would you go Confusing Touch into stabbing? Would you go Poisonous Vapors? It's basically online. Let me know what you think. Yeah, Poisonous Vapors, not amazing in layer. That's very true. We're only on D5, so we get quite a lot of use out of it at this stage. You guys let me know what you think. I'm going to take a quick 30-second break. I will be right back. Okay, we're back. Deciding what spell to get. Yes. So Airstrike feels unusable, says DGQ. Can you see? Sorry, I should have left that screen up, shouldn't I have? When I walked away. Sorry about that. 3 major options. Airstrike, Poison Vapor, Confusing Touch. Yep. Airstrike would scale better with spell power. Beyond early game, it would be mostly stuff for stuff like Hull Blades. That's very true. It's very good against flying weapons. 13 int would be yeah, but we are going int every chance we get. We're not giving We're not given the chance always, of course. Could later amnesia scroll it. Yep. Vapors are best and safest, GGQ. That's kind of the way I'm leaning as well. We've already kind of got the like dodge, retreat, lock enemies down kind of gameplay, disjunction darts. And in that case where you're delaying more often, poison is very good. We've also got, I should show this as well, we've got Mystic Blast practically online, which means we can push enemies away while they're poisoned. So I think that gives us a lot of utility right now, probably. And I think it's better than Mercury Arrow, actually. Like, you get the weakness from Mercury Arrow. 2d6 damage as well. This does 1d1, but the poison is really good. Right? Because we could go Mercury Arrow as well, which gives us the debuff. That debuff ignores poison, resist. So it inflicts a small amount of damage. This doesn't actually poison though, does it? It just does poison damage and weakness. I've never been a huge fan of this. Part of it is that it's only 4 range. So yeah, I think we're going Vapors, and we'll probably pick up just a touch of Alchemy, probably. I think I'm more likely to use Alchemy than Air. I'm never using Ball Lightning. That's for sure. and I, you know, like others are saying, I'm kind of leaning away from Airstrike. Arrow does not poison, confirming DGQ. Thanks for that. I didn't think it did. So let's go Vapors. Spellcasting is going to help. It's a dual school, so yeah, now we got that. Here's a Stairway into the Unknown. That's going to be over by Sigmund. More orcs. Always more orcs. Hits me with fire. Let's just retreat a little bit. He goes invis. I got him poisoned though. I do not like you wizards. I do not like wizards that are going to make me confused. I could hit it with Graveclaw, actually. Yep, I skewered something. And then actually I can hit it with boomerangs pretty easily. No? Let's stab. Very nice. Oh, that wasn't a stab, but a kill anyway. Got another one. Luckily, one at a time here. Skilling Alchemy also opens up a chance for OTR, which trivializes everything. Yeah, most things. Not so much Lair, but Orc, right? We could pick Orc first. I'm a big fan of OTR. So let's go ahead and Poisonous Vapors here. Let's do it again. Well, I know where he is. Something tries to affect you, but I resist. That's the confusion. And he dies from poison. Nice. Yeah, so 2 hits, I guess, on the Poisonous Vapors, and we got there. Why am I not auto-picking things up? Because auto-pickup was off randomly. Okay. Well, let's go fight these guys then. I do have my breath online. Stab, stab, stab. Didn't get the kill, but we got the poison. That's good enough. Yeah, so we'll go like 1 pip into Alchemy. Get a little bit of spell power on that. And we're at 8%, so getting that up more online would be good. And then I think we just train spellcasting and fighting for a while. I'll take Flex Talismans, Flex Baubles. Then we'll just auto-explore. Okay. Yeah, that invisible enemy wag, I killed him, and auto pickup did not turn back on, actually. And, you know, it just does that sometimes. I don't know why. I wish it didn't. Okay. So for those of you who are sort of just joining here, I have already been shafted. I got shafted on D2, so we're not getting shafted right now. We're kind of running a sort of stabber build with a few spells online. Draconian, yellow. We're liking the corrosive breath. So I do have cold resist, and I've got poison resist, rings. I've also got wizardry. DG says, I mean, OTR solves 2 S branches. Yeah, that's spider and shoals. All of layer, not all of layer. Some of the frogs and things are not immune, but a lot of it, like the yak packs and things like that. That's true. Orc, huge part of vaults. Yeah, totally agree with all that stuff, DG. Hey, Rogo, welcome to the stream. Can we get a stab off? And is it worth trying? Worth trying, maybe, yeah. Do we want to go pro cold right now? Over poison resist? I think we do. And then we're going to go poisonous vapors on you. Nope, you're immune to it. Right. Let's just back up. If this guy gets an attack of opportunity, it's probably going to hurt him. And if we line him up like this, then Imp cannot hurt me. We could Mystic Blast. It might lock me in place, but I'm not too worried about that. It does make a loud noise, though, and since we're next to unexplored areas, there is some risk to that. Okay, we're at 63 max HP right now. I think we want more spellcasting. We're at 6% on Vapors. I want Mystic Blast more online is what I want. There we go. Easy peasy. Let's switch back to Poison Resist. Roga says, are you not going back up? Saw an unused staircase on D4. That unused staircase leads to an area where Sigmund is why I'm not doing it. And I have no fire resist and no willpower, so that's why I'm not going back up. Hey, I shouldn't have even looked at this ring mail. It's very good. Our poison stealth. I will go kill Sigmund at some point, but I just don't feel any reason to rush it right now. Really? So that's where I'm at with that. Whoops, woke him up. We're just using freeze here. Snakes hate freeze. And it's been working pretty well for us. Lots of little rooms here. There's Woo. We've been talking quite a lot about Woo. And here's an awake 2-headed ogre that can probably just about one-shot me. Yep, 39 plus 36. This is a one-shot situation. So this is very bad, obviously. We do have Graveclaw. We've got Polymorph as well. Glowing Brain, Shock Serpent, Water Nymph. I like my chances against the ogre better than several of those options. So I think it's Graveclaw, Caustic Breath. What's my chance on Disjunction? 70? 70 is very good. Uh-oh, indeed. This is all or nothing right now. Charming is 38. We've also got Scrolls of Vulnerability if we want to force that. Atropa, chance to blind, basically. Okay, so I think this is... Yeah, polying a 2-headed ogre, never a good idea. I've never seen a situation where it was. I think we step back. We also don't have like teleport scrolls, blinking scrolls, etc. But I do have lots of ways to move him or lock him down or whatever. So that's kind of what we're doing. High Energy Particles, welcome to the stream. They say, I just found the channel and I'm loving the playlist content. Thank you. You're welcome. Thanks for joining. Glad to have you. Vagrant says, probably Graveclaw into Disjunction. I'm thinking Graveclaw into Breath Attack, probably. Disjunction if he breaks out. I do have 2 Graveclaws. The problem is that if I Graveclaw him and then hit him with Disjunction, yes, it hits more often because he's locked down, but it breaks him out of the Graveclaw. And he could always blink right beside me. So I see Disjunction as kind of last-ditch effort-ish, maybe. Maybe not last-ditch, but like one step away rather than all the way over here, I think. I think we Graveclaw and Breath Attack is the play. But first, before I do that, I'm going to step one step to here. Nothing will change. Just to get a little further away from all this stuff. And then I'm going to Graveclaw. It hits. Then I'm going to Breath Attack. It hits. He doesn't have a cloud on him. Will he walk into this? Probably. I don't know. He might step here. And that's the same, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's the same. So now I've got one more Graveclaw. I've got one more Breath Attack. I think we Poisonous Vapors. Except I can't reach him. So do we do darts? DGQ says Disjunction frees the ogre from claw and can tell it right in your face. Yeah, exactly what I'm saying. There's a little bit of a delay here, so in cases like that where it looks like one of us is repeating what the other said, that's why. It's just a bit of delay on the live stream. Not something I chose. I have min delay on, but whatever does that mean? I have no idea. Do I want to take the chance to step here? No, I'm going to take the chance to poison. He opens the door. Why? Is he going to go up and around? That's not the most direct path. Very strange. Okay, snake coming. I think we Graveclaw again. Okay. Flame. 86 chance to hit. It's pretty good. Gotcha. Spellcasting to 6. We're probably going to get a lot more XP off this. We're probably hitting level 9, which allows us to get some intelligence as well. Yeah, the omnipresent villain delay. Very well said, Traco. That has been the way of it, hasn't it? AI likes to avoid clouds, but he could have gone south, right? He could have stepped south and been 3 turns away from me. Going north through the door was an extra, at least 1 extra turn. I feel like that was a mistake. Let's look at it after I'm out of the skill screen here. They do like to avoid clouds. You're absolutely right about that, but I feel like he chose incorrectly. Even then, we'll look. Do we get a bit more fighting here? I think we do. It's cheap. Let's take it up to 4. Okay, we get it. Let's go. It's still cheap, right? Because I have the +1 app. So let's go to 5, actually. We're at 66 max HP. We get it. So I could do dodging, stealth, or conjurations. I've got conjurations at 4, translocations at 5. So let's go to 5 on conjurations. Okay, that took it to 4.5. We're not quite to level 9, but our spells are looking much more online. This is very good. We've got 2 breath attacks back and no claws. Yeah, so let's look at this again. He was standing here, and breath attack had clouds here, here. No, he was standing where the snake is. So there were clouds here, here, and here, as well as behind him, but not on top of him. He could have stepped here, where there was no cloud, right? 1, 2, 3, and attacked me from this position. Instead, he opened the door, which took a turn, and then he would have had to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns, plus the door. That seems wrong to me. Like from an AI, what should he have done perspective? It seems like the obvious correct decision was to go this way. Avoid the clouds and not go through here. Like there was no reason to go this way. The only way you could find this to be acceptable is if you say he knew this door was my only escape and then I was going to go that direction. But the AI doesn't do that as far as I know, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that it makes predictions based on where it thinks I'm going to retreat, does it? If it does, then that's correct. If it does not, then it made the wrong choice because directly at me would have been correct. Interesting. Interesting conundrum. I don't know what the answer is there. You're not actually weak to poison, are you? Maybe I should be hitting you with poisonous vapors. Yeah, Vagrant doesn't think the AI makes predictions like that. No, I don't think so. I've never heard of that being the case, that's for sure. But that's the only way that I, like, from what I know, you know, best to my knowledge, to the best of my knowledge, I should say, that's the only explanation there for why it made that choice. Interesting stuff. I'll have to ask Gammafunk. He would know. Okay, this guy, which I found on, what, D3 or something originally, was rough. But now we've got Poisonous Vapors, Mystic Blast. He's asleep, so I could hit him with poison. 98%. Let's do the thing. We got triple poison, it looks like. Now we're just going to retreat. Took a misstep there. That's okay. Poison again. Keep retreating. Now let's do vapors once I get within the walls for a little more defense. Now let's do Mystic Blast. He's right here. Let's try it. Sweet. Level 9. We take intelligence. My scales feel tougher. We go up to 7 AC, 19. No, sorry, 18 max mana. Pretty good. Let's go explore this area so I don't get flanked or something. War Axe of Venom. Now we're talking. That's a weapon. I do have poison res on. What do you got? No resistances, I assume. Yep, not wearing the chainmail of poison resist or anything like that. There could be other orcs with him. I think that the play is the same thing as on the beast that we just fought. Unfortunately, he does in fact have a priest with him. Now we could charming. I've only got 3 charges left. 56%, 73 there. So I could charming. Let these guys try to take him out. He'll kill everything probably. Nice, we get it. Feels good. Just gonna put some poison on these guys. He kills the priest. Very good. Okay. Let's do... Fighting is 5 cost, while spellcasting is 8.3. So we could do translocations again. We could do dodging or stealth are all viable. These are all fair options. My mana is feeling okay right now, actually. Let's get more fighting. We'll go fighting to 6, and then we'll go back to spellcasting, I think. I don't know, chat. If you think you'd do something different here for skilling, let me know. Like I said earlier, I haven't played Draconian in years, actually. Never won with one, so... This is a good setup. This guy's doing work for us. He's doubly poisoned, but so is everybody else. Pretty good stuff. Nice. Okay. Now we're going to tell him to retreat in this direction and hopefully go find somebody to kill. No, he finds a wall. Okay. He still hasn't seen me now. Poison, poison. Double hits on 50%. 2 coin flips in a row. I'll take it. 1 Atropa left. 50, 67. I think we're just going to pull back. Let the poison tick. I can hit him with vapors? No, I cannot. Whoops, threw the Atropa and blinded him. Okay, War Axe of Venom. We're going to pick that up. I could absolutely see using that along with Mystic Blast. Like, it's a good combination. Here's Scarab Talisman. That's kind of interesting. It is trying to kind of push us in the direction of talismans, isn't it? Shapeshifting. You need 8 for this, but it gives you fire res. We've got the poison resist ring, so this is negated. AC decreases by everything. I don't know. Probably not. I'd have to level from 0, so I think probably not. DGQ saying monsters of normal plus intelligence often try to pathfind in a way such that nearby monsters also have a way to attack the player. That's true. So though probably was courteous, he was being courteous towards the adder, you think, trying to give him an opening to attack. Interesting. So there was, I had one tile open where they could attack me from this direction. If the clouds were here, I had that one opening here. So he was being courteous to the adder to go there, and he was going to go around the back. Fascinating. So just like, assuming all that's true, knowing that about the AI is really important, actually. Because that meant I was in less of a rush, right? Because he was coming from here. or here, somewhere, one of these tiles here, basically. And I thought he had 3 steps to me, but he actually had 5, which gave me all the time in the world to do more stuff to him. So, very interesting. A little bit of a learning experience there, I think. Maybe for all of us, certainly for me. Maybe I'll make a little clip of that, and we'll see. Yeah, that had to be it. Yep, I think so. I've learned something here. Like, I knew that they made way for other allies, but I didn't know they'd go so far out of their own way to help somebody else, right? That's pretty cool, actually. And it's something you can play around as well. Attack delay on this is 1.5. That's the only downside. Because this attack delay is 1. So I'm probably not switching to that against 1. One enemy, that is. Just writing something down real quick about making that snippet. We're at the 210 mark. Cool, okay. So we're going to switch over to Poisonous Vapors, do the thing, and he dies really quickly. Let's check out our armor. I still only have the one, no, not that one. So I have 2 auxiliary pieces. I have the cloak and I have a pair of gloves in the shop. I don't think it's worth changing off of Talisman right now. That's fighting to 6. Let's go spellcasting to 7. It's kind of expensive, but that's okay. It's important to get more mana and more spell levels. We're down to 8% on Mystic Blast. Mystic Blast is quite expensive to use a lot, so still looking for something else to give me some direction. Okay, you're really going to hate Poisonous Vapors, aren't you? Good stuff. It'd be nice if we could find something to let me go a little faster. I feel like I'm creep crawling through the early dungeon here, man. Wow. It's just taking forever. Okay, Frog steps in immediately. Let's do Mystic Blast. And then Vapors, and then Mystic Blast. Okay, that's feeling good. Okay. Let's go. We also have Orb of Attunement, which is kind of interesting. Also, my staff that it would be enhancing is Alchemy, which means Poisonous Vapors gets real good real fast. It's currently at 1d1, so probably with both of those things online, this goes up to almost max power, right? It probably goes up by like 40 to 50% maybe, so it's maybe like 1d5 or 6, which is quite good. I wish it got more range, right? The range is the issue. DG says, I'm unsure about cooperation scripts lately. In old-timey patches, it only happened for same monster packs, but pathfinding surely was improved last year. And Vagrant says, I'd say it'd be worth investing in shops later to get more spells. Absolutely. That's the thing with Gozag that we may end up doing. I think for now we're going to go one more level before we go buy stuff. Like, Gozag is strong because they basically guarantee whatever you want to find, right? If you want to play the game in Extended, you can find anything you want with Gozag. Also strong, obviously, because of everything else. Like, Gozag's just very good, but here's Sticky Flame, which is Alchemy. 2dx. Quite good against things that are immune to fire, so I could go that route. I don't have a lot of experience with Sticky Flame, so I don't know. So Ring of Invisible, See Invisible is very good. Good to pick that up. We got a Sigmund, of course, so we could go use it against him. We're just looking here at what gods we might have otherwise chosen. I still have not found Mechleb. I said I might go Mechleb this game, and we still haven't found it on D7. So that's kind of wild. Good thing we didn't wait for it. There's Quaz. What do we got here? Kind of a big vault. Oh my. So this is quite scary. We got poison darts in there, scorpion, shadow ghast, etc. Yeah. Ooh, there's centaur. Boy, oh boy. I don't really want to fight that. Okay, centaur with something special. The mule, oh my god. He's going to hit me for 50 damage, potentially. Oh, this is super bad. Okay, so I want to get in melee with this guy ASAP. The question is, do I step up, given that there's a chance he steps here or here and then sees me, in which case I'm in a bad position, or do I step around the corner and let him come to me? Not here, obviously, but here. He could go down here, though, or here, and still shoot me. Yeah, you'd like that cannon? No kidding. I think I'd probably take it. Gives me fire plus as well. I mean, it's pretty hard to not go ranged after that. Let's try not to die to it first, huh? Pretty good chance to blind, actually. Blind might be bad here, because if he stumbles away from me, that's dangerous. Like, I need him in melee right now. I think I'm stepping up. He was currently walking towards me. If he steps back, it's going to be kind of bad, but he doesn't. Okay, we can get a stab. No damage, but we did get poison. Waga says, is it just me, or is mule like the most common unrand? It's pretty common. I see it quite a lot. Tactical, welcome to the stream. Win streaking the great player achievement is sweet. Yes, I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be doing all the backgrounds and then probably all the gods. I'm also going to throw in Greater Knoll in here at some point. So I'm going to try to put all that in a single streak is the goal. Yeah, so Caustic Breath, Vagrant. I wanted to be in melee to make him not use Mule. I think, right? Do we want to blind him? Or do we just breath? Breath for the kill? I think you're probably right. And then Poison Vapors does not very much. I would like you to die, please. Do we try Atropa? We get the blind, and then I get the stab. Nice. We pick up Mule and another Ring of See and Viz if we needed it. We do not. Okay, let's just take a step back and have a look at this thing. It is a hand cannon, despite looking like a musket, like a long arm weapon. One-handed. I've never actually used this thing. I like Backblast with the build we're running here, which is like Poison, Mystic Blast, all that kind of stuff. This kind of works. The 1.9 delay is bad. 18 on the maxed min delay. So this is kind of rough, but I think I definitely put it on here. Hell, as a stat stick, it's good enough right now. Just RF. Very, very interesting. What do you guys think? Do we start? I hit the wrong button there. Do we start training ranged to get this online? I have a -1 app, unfortunately. It's still usable. No reason it's not. Backblast in general is very good. Free kiting, yeah. Absolutely. Inaba says, Draconian ranged feels kind of behind the power curve a bit, but the breath helps. Yes, I agree. Especially since we spent all game, we're now in D7 and haven't leveled it a bit. But it'll catch up a bit, you know, it's going to catch up. And if we could get down to 1 attack delay, that'd be sufficient. DGQ says I'd full pivot. Okay. Tactical says I just 3 ruined a mule game with Dith and an Orb of Glass. That sounds fun. And Inava says unless you get a fair amount of dex, of course, then DR range is so good. So I've been going straight int every chance I get. So we're not Dax. Current cost is 1.2. I think I'm just going to start training it. And I think we're probably stopping around 1.0 delay is my guess. Let's get it up to like 5 and then we'll reassess. And I think the game plan now is use it at line of sight. When they get close, I start using poison. If they get too close, I use Mystic Blast. And then maybe Mystic Blast plus Mule back and forth, kind of pushing things around. Might be the play. Okay, let's continue to avoid that vault for the time being. Steam Dragon, we now have RF, so I just started blasting. And immediately I have the question of how often does this trigger? Often. It often launches you backwards. That felt like just about every time. Man, that's really cool. Inaba seconds DGQ here, one more than a game, pivoting DR to ranged around this point, but also lost one or two. Vagrant says, even as a temporary measure, I'd still say Mule is worth using for direct damage. I agree entirely. At least temporarily, it's a stat stick, if nothing else, right? RF, good enough. It's also got flame and it's 25 base damage. I mean, this thing is freaking huge. It's just slow. That's the only thing, right? We can handle slow. With our amount of knockback, lockdown, poison, etc., I don't feel like the slow is that big of a downside. It's obviously not nothing. I think in this case, maybe I'll use it. Let's go up here, keep using it. Okay, so the delay allowed this guy to step up. He's got 23 damage. That's not great, but we can Mystic Blast. And then what? Mystic Blast again, possibly. Again? Hit him, Mystic Blast. Breath, we've got Breath Plus, so I don't want to use my last one if I can help it, but we can probably kill all these guys. And then Mule. Nice. Yeah, good fight. Nothing good off those guys, unfortunately, but that worked well. That was pretty much in line with what I imagined it to be. Everything we wanted and more. Okay, do we take this Centaur? I think we try to get in melee again. Oof, brown ugly thing hanging out around the corner. Gee whiz. 17 plus acid. We are resistant to that. 66 max HP. Boy, that's not what you want to see. I've got Charming. 56 on the Centaur. It's pretty good. This guy hasn't seen me, actually. Retreat. Get Centaur. Blinding is offline. Disjunction is 56%. It's pretty good. Okay, so I think we're going to back up into this room. Yeah, ugly things are rough at this point. I agree. I do have resistance to what its current color is. That means nothing. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to hit him with Poisonous Vapors in just a minute, and he's going to go green, is my guess. Knock him back. Mule. Poison Vapors. Knockback. Nice. Nice. I don't even know if he got an attack off on me. I don't think so. Certainly didn't hit me. So now we've got this guy. So I guess we're going to step into melee. I'm going to step this way in case I get knocked back. Or rather, I don't want to be knocked back. I just want to hit him with Mule. Boop. Oh, man. That felt good. Okay. We got to be scared, though, because that ugly thing came from somewhere. Not in here, it seems. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, do we try to clear this out a little bit? You know what? Let's go take Sigmund. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go Apparently we're going to go fight Sigmund. What I was going to do is go to the shop and switch off Quill Form, but apparently we're fighting Sigmund here. So, chance to confuse is 40. Do not have... I do have Enlightenment, actually. So I could pop Enlightenment here. I've got RF. Let's do it. Chance to confuse is now 13. Yeah, executed indeed. Point blank to the face. Mule shot. Okay, so I think I was gonna... Do I just mule? I was gonna do poison, but 68% chance to hit is pretty good. I miss. Let's vapors. Vapors. Step away. Mystic Blast, Mystic Blast, Mystic Blast. Nice. He never got knocked back, but I guess it just doesn't matter. So now we can auto-explore for sure. Okay, Priest. Priest still a little scary. Just kill him with Graveclaw because we were at max charges. Let that keep ticking up, maybe. Just go O-tab. Gameplay. Feels good. Okay, let's pick up Glove. Do we want Attunement here? I think not, because it doesn't do anything when we've got Mule online. So we'll turn off Quill. We will put on Gloves. We go up to 9 AC. That's +2 overall. And 9 feels pretty good, I think. We could also, come to think of it, Fugue of the Fallen plus Mule feels really good, doesn't it? Because this is, yeah, and ranged. So this gives us AoE. Only at max, of course. Do we want this? I mean, this plays right into the full ranged build. The Sevilla Shower Everyone. Welcome to the stream. It took me a minute to read your name there. Could you play D&D with the chat? What do you mean? Could I play Dungeons and Dragons with a chat? Yes, absolutely. We could do that in the future. What do you want me to do? DM on a... we could do like Tabletop Simulator or something, and we could DM with chat. That would be fun, actually. I would be totally into that on another day, of course. Let's go back to D7. I might just dive, is what I'm thinking. I'm on D7, I can't be shafted, so we could just keep going and then come back up to D7 here and clear that out. I think that's the play. I have half a mind to start just blind reading scrolls, to be honest with you. 38%. I get it. He turns into an Iron Imp with 12 damage. Resistances to a bunch of stuff. Ooh, there's bees. Okay. Sevilla Show wants to change from DCSS into D&D. Yeah, not today. Tactical says, I'd pay you to DM. Yeah, I think you'd need to. That's a bunch of work, man, but I'm not against it. I've played a bit of D&D, but I've never DM'd. No, that's not true. It's been years and years, but I have DM'd a game, and it was fun. I'll tell you, the truth is that my wife is the DM. Like, she has a lot more D&D experience than I do, and she likes to DM, so maybe I can rope her into something like that at some point. It could be quite good. Vagrant saying that does sound fun, actually. You'd imagine a simple system like 2E adjacent would be the best to not make turns take too long. My understanding is 4E is pretty simple as well. Most of my experience comes from 3. So I don't know, honestly. I'll put it on the back burner. That's something that I would potentially eventually do. Right now, we got to streak all these DCSS backgrounds and species. But boy, chat is really into this D&D idea. Okay, well, I'll make note of it. And I'll put it up to the whole community and see, is D&D with chat a thing? Maybe it is. Tactical says my friends got me to DM once and I full part wiped with invis enemies with poison spiked chains and they were mad. Yeah, well, 3E is a patrician's game. D&D is lots of fun, Traco says. Yeah, the balance of not killing your party while also making it hard enough is something that I personally think I might have a little trouble with because I like things super hard. And so, you know, you guys might have a little trouble. I don't know. You guys are all probably better at D&D than I am. My claim to fame in D&D, the only one I have, is that I made a level 5 unkillable druid back in 3 that rode a lion around, and it was very, very cool. Basically couldn't be touched by anything in the game. 3 was broken. I think that was the same version that they had the what was his name? I can't think of the name, but it was like the kobold that could take infinite actions in a turn. Really good stuff. West March style to avoid issues with same players being present at all times. That's a good point too, yeah, because everybody's not going to be on the same stream every time. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, let's focus on bees and such. So we got two options as far as I see it. One is to step up here and use Mule to push me into this corner. The other is to step into the hallway, knowing there's going to be more than one bee, and fight one at a time with the upstare at my back. My inclination is to do that. I've got Mystic Blast, excuse me, which will help me knock them out of the hallway. I think that's the play. Let's not lean too hard into Mule just yet. 1.6 delay, though, is pretty good, really. Oh, I didn't put a stop on ranged. Whoops. Good thing I checked. Let's go to 7 and see from there. Vagrant says I'd step towards the stair and spam poison or Mule. Yeah, I agree. Step towards stair. Traco saying as long as everyone is on the same page, balance is always a concern whenever I DM. I balance around what my players bring to the table. You RP and not optimize great. You min-max than I do too. Yeah, I'm more of a min-maxer. I'm sure this isn't surprising. I like the numbers. I like to min-max. I like to go hard, right? My wife is a role player and doesn't like any of that. And so we have had to find a middle ground. And I'm okay with that as well, obviously. I can role play. You know, I can bring myself around to role play a little bit. I'm not saying I'm good at it, but if I'm DMing, I'll let you guys role play. That's fine too. So DGQ saying collect bees in hallway and spit at them. Also an option. I have 2 breath attacks. Red Eye says playing Legend of Grimrock 2 while listening to stream, and man, this game is so good. I have heard good things about Grimrock 2. I've never played it myself. Is it, correct me if I'm wrong, it's turn-based, but it's not traditional roguelike, right? It's like first person, almost like Doom style, but turn-based. Am I in the right ballpark here? Let's step. Mule, Mule, Mule. Okay, I never got knocked back there once, but we killed that guy, which was a druid, remember? Not druid, a druid. See if I can ever pronounce that correctly. I think these guys are weak to poison. Yep. Poison, poison, poison you. I'm poison resistant as well. And another 2-headed ogre, of course. Beggar says, yeah, I'm close. It's kind of like an old wizardry game. Yeah, gotcha, gotcha. Real-time blobber, Red Eye. Kind of a real-time blobber. Well put. I'll have to look into it. Legend of Grimrock is an Eye of the Beholder remaster, kind of, DG says. Another game I did not play, unfortunately. Enemies and you take turns, but they have action delay, kind of like ATB from Final Fantasy, but with no bar. Okay, I will have to check that out. I've only heard good things about Grimrock in general, 1 and 2, so. Okay, so last time we did Graveclaw into Poison, into Caustic Breath on this guy. Currently, he's too far away for such shenanigans. What's the play? Poison is, oh, that's Atropa. Let's not do that. 73. Then we got Graveclaw, which hits. And then we go Caustic Breath, which hits. Now he's going to go here or here, which ain't great. So I guess I'm going to keep throwing poison. Yep, he steps there. I'm going to step back this way and just hope I'm not walking into something stupid. Is that the play? I think it is. There he is. More poison. More poison. Mule. Okay, frog coming. I'm going to go Graveclaw. And then fire the mule. Beautiful. Level 10, ranged skill to 6. 6.5 actually. 1.5 delay. That's pretty good. 27 damage. Red Eye saying the dungeon is just diabolical. I assume you're still talking about Grimrock, but I'll tell you what. For being on D8, this run has been diabolical. This has been a challenging run. I've had to go slow, play it safe. Mystic Blast into Mule feels good. Like we got something going now, no doubt about that. But it's taken a while, and it's still like not exactly what we want to be doing, I guess. Mystic Blast into Mule, into Mystic Blast. Okay, we'll take one up. Nice. Good stuff. Mule is strong with Mystic Blast. It's a good pairing. Oh, glad it paused me because I actually hit the up and to the right button, but I had to stop, which is good because we've got Maggie the Vainglorious, who has a flame-branded broadaxe of all things. 22 plus 16. Bolt of Flame, which we resist, and Mesmerize, which we do not. She is resistant to poison, which is unfortunate. Boy, oh boy, huh? I think we're going to skip this one for now. We'll go to a different downstair. I don't feel like tangling with that in such close range. And instead, we get a two-headed ogre. Game is really trying to kill me lately. And of course, I've only got one more Graveclaw now, I believe. No, I've got two. I recharged, which is quite good. And I've got 2 breaths, so we'll use it. And then we're going to go Poison Vapors because he's within range. Mule, 1 time. Step. He did not die. Mystic Blast? Yes, nice. I didn't want to use my last Graveclaw, nor my breath, so I went with Mystic Blast, knowing he would take the damage. Even if he didn't get knocked back, I'd have one more turn, which I felt fine about. Range to 7. I guess we just keep going. It's currently at 9.5. I could also get some more fighting to get that HP up. I think we go range though. Maybe up to 9. Then we'll come back around to something else. Sigil of Binding is not a spell I generally use. Shock. We're past shock, definitely. There should be one more knoll here, I think. Okay, Maggie is over this direction, so we'll stay away from that. Grimrock is a tough game. Sounds up my alley. Inabis says, random note to self, Paradox on enemies stays after the Bane is gone. Yes, it's essentially a permanent buff. All those Banes that buff them work that way. And yes, it's permanent. Berserker Rage. Still do not have any other pots, like curing or heal wounds or anything like that. Do have Ambrosia. Half a mind to start blind reading scrolls, actually. Okay, Centaur comes into line of sight. 19 damage. What was the chance to hit? Probably decent. 65. What can we do here? I want to step into range, realistically. I'll step down, step over. Hey, there's my Curare darts. Let's try to get you dead before you hit me with Curare. Wega says, does anyone know what shield level I need to remove encumbrance from Storm Queens? So encumbrance is never fully removed until level 27. That's the technical answer to that question. Storm Queens is a kite shield, if I remember correctly. So you want to be around 10 to 12 probably to start seeing really good return on your investment. Like 8 is acceptable. That used to be what I did. But nowadays I'm kind of going towards 10 to 12 on kite shields. That's my take. Chat, let them know if you do something different. Do we breath here? Maybe not. I don't want a mule because of the knockback. I want to stay in melee with these guys. I could also do knockback, but I'd rather have this guy dead first. Whoops, I used the mule. I forgot if I tapped directionally into him, it was not a melee. Womp womp. Okay, we'll do knockback, mule, knockback, mule, knockback. There's my other knoll. Knockback, mule. Feels good. Feels very good. Wish I would have got more Curares there. Only got one. Beggars can't be choosers. I will absolutely take one Curare. You know, the other thing I haven't trained at all is throwing. I could have got some throwing online at some point. It would have been useful. Okay, still looking for curing, please. There's heal wounds. I'll take that. No doubt about it. It's better than nothing. One more time. Mutation. So now we can start blind drinking pots if we want to. I could take Maggie. I don't know. This feels pretty sketch. I don't have teleport scrolls, which I would need with the Mesmerize. 60 HP, decent armor. I think we skip. The Roar of Battle and Funeral Rites. Okay, so Funeral Rites is the longest time portal in the game. You have the longest to get into it. So we will go for the battle first. Unfortunately, we have the funeral chambers right here. The necropolis right there. So Tactical says 12 on the kite shield. Yeah. Remember when Buckler only needed 4 and kite shield 15? Pepperidge Farms remembers. Back when Buckler needed 4, I ran kite shield to 8 and was totally happy on casters. I think you probably mean Tower Shield to 15, because that's what Tower Shield was. And yeah, like the encumbrance just fell off entirely at that point. So, good days. But I honestly think this is more fair the way it is now. Like, it's more balanced, because shields were just way too good. They're still too good, arguably. So, you know, it works. Waga says Necropolis is the biggest high risk, high reward. I agree. Luckily, you get to choose what you want to do. And Inaba says, if I get winter or entropy orbs, how many mute pots should I chug? Oh, before I chug some. 3, probably. Definitely by 5, but I would start choosing to chug at 3, I think. So, Vagrant says, as long as I have more than 1. I just like the 3 gives you more chances to roll away a bad mutation. But I will say that mutations are weaker nowadays, right? The pool of bad mutations isn't as bad. And so maybe 2 is acceptable nowadays. In 3-3, I always waited to 3. I don't think 2 is wrong by any means. It's just like a probabilities thing, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, somewhere around that range. Smoke Demon, Iron Imp, Crimson Imp. We get it? It's a Crimson Imp. That's excellent. Every druid, I have rolled the polymorph on the first try at 30%. Really good chance. Really good odds. Really good luck. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay, look at this guy. This spear-wielding goblin on D9 tells me my area I'm trying to enter, the portal, is right down here. This is fantastic. So we'll just take our time. We're going to back up. We're going to fight this intelligently. We're going to try not to get distortion daggered by this guy, but that's nice to find. Do have see and Viz. Guess we'll just mule. He goes in Viz. I think we're going to pop this on over poison resist. There's no poison enemies. Can't poison vapors him just yet, but we can do caustic breath, which I'm going to do only because distortion dagger. We get the kill. Imp is immune to poison, apparently. Die, die, die. I will pick up Dagger of Distortion in case we need to be abyssed at any point. And I will certainly pick up more Ice Blasts as well. 6 charges. Huge. Let's see what we get. We'll dive in here and then we'll go straight into the Funeral Chamber. Inaba says shields were disgustingly good. If I remember right, Kite Shield needed 15 for 0, which was ridiculous. I actually thought it was 8 or 10. I think Tower Shield was 15. I could be totally wrong, but that's how I remember it. Let's go ahead and mule this guy. Right? Cool, got him. Okay, now we're going to switch to poison. I think. Ooh, this guy's got a halberd. Could Mystic Blast. Could mule like this. Feels pretty good. Still feels pretty good. Ice Blast isn't bad here. It hits everybody. This guy does 17, 28 life versus 7 and 7 life. So I guess I use these guys to body block this one and hit him with poison. Except, of course, he stepped up, so we're going to knock back a couple times, 3 times the charm. Wow. No knockback for me. I'm going to Grave Claw you to make you easier to hit. And luckily that just kills him. Okay, this guy is quite scary, isn't he? 26 on the glaive. We have 83 max health. Could Disjunction. Feels pretty good here. 47 to hit. Okay, do we Grave Claw? Step back. He's dazed. Blind has a decent chance to hit. I get the blind. More poison. Wow, I can't hit him to save my life. Is he poison resistant? No, I just can't hit him. I guess we'll mule. Wowzers. Quite a welcoming party there, huh? DG coming in with the answers. 4, 15, 25 to get 0 penalty in the old patches. Good to know. 25 on tower shields. Okay, so I was wrong about Kite. Almost 0 for Kites at 10 already. So maybe it was just the diminishing returns thing is why I went to 10. It's been a while, I don't recall. That must be the case. Inaba says, did you play a large species, mayhaps? No. I mostly played gnolls back then. Not gnolls, sorry. Gargoyles. I was mostly a gargoyle player back in the day. I've never been a fan of large species in general. Actually. Just using Mule to kill all these guys. If I get the hit, they just die, right? The unarmored ones. They just pop like popcorn. Okay, let's go back this way and clear this direction. That was an enchanted trident. +4. Okay, Wyvern Rider, I see you. Let's be careful. 25 damage. Chance to hit is 72. That's pretty darn good. Graveclaw at 3 pips. Yeah, just tabbing. Just tabbing through these guys. At 1.4 delay, that's okay. I guess we're a ranged character now, aren't we? Ranged is something I do not play. Period. Like, I do not like ranged in this game. Even a little bit. But I'll tell you what, when you find Mule on what, D6 or something, it's hard not to go ranged. It's not so bad that you just don't use Mule, right? Even though I don't like it very much. Okay, do we just tab this? I have no idea what this is going to look like, but I bet they can go around this. Certainly the flyer can. Do I charm this guy? 56, let's do it. Did I get him? Resist with significant effort. Boo. I've got Curare. I think maybe I Curare the Wyvern when he gets here. I don't want to throw the Curare over the lava, realistically. I could polymorph. Steam Dragon, Monkey, Killer Bee. No dice. How about Breath? They're all lined up. Boop. That was pretty good. Ranged weapons 9. Okay, I think I want to go fighting now. My delay is good, but fighting is just so cheap. Let's get it up to about 8. Cool, cool, cool. Was that everything? Certainly everything in the middle. Okay. Am I going to get any good loot, please? Cloak of Poison Resistance. That could have been something better, but it's 2 more armor, and it means that I can take my Poison Resist ring off and put on Cold, say. I was actually wearing Invisible. My resists are looking pretty good, though, realistically. There's Fortress Talisman, which I'll take with me. I've already got a Staff of Earth, and I cannot wear that armor. Womp womp. DG says shield penalty is proportional up to a constant of 27 minus skill divided by 5 plus strength. Buckler is a quarter of the standard. Standard is kite. Penalty tower is 2.25 times that. Right, so more strength is good for shields, and the penalty is completely negated at 27 skill. Long story short. Okay, let's go to the funeral chambers. That was kind of lackluster in terms of loot. No question about it. But good XP, and we were never threatened, really, so it's okay. We feel fine about that. Wrong button. Oh, clearing monster memory. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to hit Control F, period, to see what's on the floor. Pots, scrolls, enchant weapon. This is an unknown scroll, I believe, so that would be good. Is it? It doesn't say it is. I thought it was. Dire Flail, gold. Will negative negative? Oh, that's so bad. Too bad, too, because Aralek is good. Fly is good. Another will negative negative. Boy, unless these unknown pots and scrolls are good, this is not great. Still good for XP, of course. Oh, I cleared monster memory on accident. So I got to actually go look. That's really unfortunate that I did that. This is like the worst place to do that. Okay, so we've got a Chaos branded Great Mace. FN Int. I'm never wielding that weapon, I don't think. It's a nice stat stick. This guy is all earth magic and Foxfire. It's a more powerful version, so I don't really want to fight this. Okay, I think we're not fighting anything here, actually. This is basically lair and orc enemies. Ooh, with some really good elves. Okay. Maybe the little one? This isn't looking very good. We can get an unknown pot. And this guy does 61 damage on a weapon of freezing. Ouch. I'm just going to skip this. Like, I've got cold resist, sure, but for a weapon I'm not going to use in an unknown pot, yeah, not going to happen. Not today, Necropolis. Not today. I'll be honest, I think I take Necropolis options more often than most players do, probably. I don't often totally skip them, so this is a rare occurrence. Mule feeling really good here on these guys that drain. That worked astonishingly well. I think we'll just auto-explore. One-shot the centaur. Never afraid. Let's just fight Druid. Knock him back. I have fire resist, so Steam Dragon is not scary. Okay, we've got stones, Orc Priest, etc. Can I one-shot you, please? Nice. Can I one-shot you, please? Not quite. Okay, this works. You know, I don't have anything that's AoE right now. So I come back to the question, do I get Fugue of the Fallen? Because it would have been amazing right here. Oh, you're right, DG. Mule plus Claw would have murdered that ghost. It absolutely would have. It was not ranged, it was melee, and you're absolutely right. I probably missed that opportunity. But all I was going to get was a single unknown pot. So should I have taken it? Yes. Did we miss out on anything? Not particularly. What do you guys think? Fugue of the Fallen with Mule? I think yes. I think yes, definitely, probably. So let me know what you think. Because on that fight, I would have been up to 7 on Fugue of the Fallen, and we would have done AoE damage there. Not that it mattered in the slightest, but it still would have been good. Or not bad. Extra Slay means extra chance to hit. Yeah, very good, says Waga. I think so too. Hey, there's Pot of Experience. We're at 77. I think we're going to go ahead and level up. And then we'll drink that. So there you go. We know that unknown pot was not experience, which is a big deal. What are you doing here, Pyromancer? 40 damage, 40 health rather. I've got 1 pip of fire res. Basically no chance to blind. All these spells suck in my opinion, says DG, in comparison to ranged levels. I don't disagree that all the spells kind of suck. I have not been lucky in that regard. You think keep going ranged levels. We're at 1.4. Fighting currently going to 8, and then we could go more ranged weapon. Okay. I mean, the thing is, I don't have to level Fugue of the Fallen. It's already 11%. Like, it's effectively online. So, gun is king right now. Yeah, everybody's on the same page here. 43 to hit with Curare. I think I just blast him. Oh my god, Arcanist too? Okay, how about this? We've got Ice Blast. Again. It's pretty good. So now we'll go ranged. Up to 18 is the breakpoint, or the minimum. Let's go to 11. Go from there. What's Polymorph look like? Really bad? Really bad. So he's hasted. Bolt of Cold. I've got resist to that. Searing Ray. Vitrify is kind of scary. Oh, we got Geomancer. And I'm standing between 2 rocks. Do we pull back? Yeah, it's a whole mini coven, indeed. I could, now that I see this guy's here, maybe I just Ice Blast again. Okay, we got the Daze. Let's attack. Oh, I thought I killed him. He came towards me. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So far, so good. Mule just carrying the day. Okay, not going to get flanked from there. It's a Vehement Coven, is what it is. A bunch of different kinds of casters. Kind of fun. Good XP. Yet another 2-headed ogre. Oh boy. Game. Not throwing any variability my way, are you? Lock him down, hit him with Mule. Luckily, these are basically free XP at this point. Hey, I don't mind more charging. More charges of Charming. It's only 3, but that's okay. Entangle, Blink, RLX. So if I ever want to... It's two-handed, though, unfortunately. There's a net. I am marked. Do I care? I don't think so. The floor is basically over. It was over. Still looking for curing, aren't I? But I'll tell you what. I've got healing now. I think I'm going to go scrolls. There's teleportation. That's a huge one. That's what we wanted Now we can probably go back to pots. Yeah, more ogres is right. Claw plus shoot, that's the game plan, DG. Pretty much indefinitely, or until further notice at least. Wagga wagga. Me when guns are good, in and out of game. Wagga wagga. I'm going to pick up Fugue of the Fallen here. It's an answer for AoE. It gives me more slay. It's just not bad, and I have it basically online. Like at 11%, I think I'm just going to cast it. Everything else is probably a no. Still have not found Lair. Let's go find it. Identify. Hey, there's Curing. Finally. Whoa. Why are you doing so much damage, buddy? 31. It's a heavy bow. Let's step away. I could go up, which risks more damage. I think I don't attack again. I know that. Let's just go up. Okay, here's Lair, very clearly. It's a little awkward because there are enemies on two sides of me. And I have Mule on, so I'm going to get knocked back. Fugue of the Fallen, let's do it. It works. It wakes nobody up. I think I want to kill the Wraith first. It's either Wraith or one of the priests. But with Drain Speed... Okay, and now we're actually going to do Mystic Blast because it's AoE. Man, that's good. We've got Fugue 5, Fugue 6. Let's check our damage. Sorry, I had caps lock on. 35 damage with the Slay. I have 13 from Slay. Anybody else? Bears, snakes, all the forest creatures. Oh my. We're up to 7 Slay. Boy, we are a killing machine at this point. It's so good. I know you guys weren't into Fugue of the Fallen, but I'm a fan. I think on Mule in particular, or on Ranged in particular. Feels pretty good. What do you guys think? Waga says, what classes are you worried you'll lose your streak at? I don't like ranged classes. So I'm not too worried because like I'm also going for greater null, right? And so if I have a bad class, quote unquote, I'll just play it on null and it'll be like as free gets, basically is what I'm going to say. So that's my solution to bad backgrounds. I've already beaten blanking the Trog background, Berserker. I do not like Trog. Berserker is one of the best backgrounds. Don't like it. That's just a me playstyle kind of thing. But I've already won one, so I don't got to do it. The only, like I have Warper to do yet. I have Hex Slinger. And then I have several melee backgrounds. I'm not worried about any of them, to be honest with you. And I don't think there's any species I'm worried about either. Hang on, I've got a list here. Is there any reason I can't show you guys this? Nope, I think I can. Here's my list. I've got Coglin, Hunter. So Hunter is the background I'm most worried about. Coglin of Oka is kind of my game plan there. DG of the Demigod is not so bad. I think with all that, I'm going to do a Call Cosplay version of that. Anybody else I'm worried about? I could get a bad roll on Dejin, right? I could get bad spells or whatever. It's kind of worrying. I have Formicid, which is a bit worrying. I'm not too worried about anything else. Like all the low HP ones, the Spriggans, the Vinestalkers, that kind of stuff is a little bit worrying maybe. Thelid, I'm going to run Summoner on, so it should be pretty easy. So this is kind of what I'm looking at right now. I've just started putting this together, but basically I'm going to get all the species, all the backgrounds, all the gods, and Tiamat, and Greater Null, hopefully all in this streak. That's kind of the goal. So yeah, I guess DG saying this too, that Dejin is such a roulette. I think probably that's the one I'm most worried about, because they're really good when they're good, but it's a gamble, right? And I'm going to play it as a caster, probably. So it's going to be a lot of picking the right starting book and then hoping for the best, right? Getting the right god is going to help. Like maybe I pick a god that wins the game for me or something like that. So we'll see. Let me catch back up with chat here. Why don't I like ranged? Well, I don't like melee either. And the problem with both of them is that it's an RNG based attack, right? There's always a chance to miss. It's always relatively high, especially in the early game. Like ranged is nice to have in the early game because ranged is a little defensive, but your chance to hit once they get in melee is not good enough to be nice for streaking. That's my opinion on it. I believe Sergey has the same opinion actually. Hates ranged. And this is why. It's an RNG based build, right? Early in the early dungeon, you need to hit things, and things are highly evasive. Your snakes, your endoplasms, your small creatures, all evasive. So ranged is particularly bad right away if things get into melee. It's great when they're at ranged, but if they get into melee, it's super bad. Goes bad really quickly. And so that's why I don't like ranged. At this point, mule plus knockback plus all the stuff, it's good. I'm not going to complain about that. But yeah, it's just the early game thing for streaking in particular is why I don't like it. And I assume that's why Sergey doesn't like it as well. I don't know. You get 7 stacks, has 2d4 explosion. Yeah, DG, that's my AoE answer for lair. Delver can be rough to win with based on RNG, says Vagrant. That's true. I did a Knoll Delver. Had a good time with it. Easy peasy. Vinestalker of Usk, says Waga. Yes, that is basically what I'm thinking. Like Vinestalker, Brigand, or something like that. Going Usk, possibly Woo. Doing stabber melee thing, aux attacks, that sort of stuff. Yeah, and back a while, Inaba said this build is rad. It is. It's feeling good. And Waga saying that Animate Dead would be really nice here. I agree. I will always take Animate Dead on a build like this. Look at my mech lab. So I said on D1, I thought I'd go mech lab this game. I would have had to wait to D10. So I was never doing that, which means that taking Gozag on D2 was not only EV positive, but it turned out to be the right thing to do in retrospect. So we're happy. We're happy with how that turned out. Ice Blast. Don't mind if I do, thank you. Let's see, can we shoot through this? Line of fire is blocked. I could have swore that you could shoot through this. Okay, we'll just pull back. Pick up 5 charges of Ice Blast, quite good. Yeah, so I still have, look at this. I was an Artificer start. I still have Ice Blast. I still have Flame. I still have Charming. Now I've picked up more of all of those, but like I never used my starting gear entirely. Like I used charges of it, but I never used it completely to 0 without immediately picking some up. Now look what we get. Ignite Poison. Oh man. Now I'd have to put levels into this, but this is quite good. I think we probably don't learn it. Right now, at least. I should have done slaying here. View the Fallen. Just start tabbing. Boy, it feels good. Nice. Short Sword of Speed. Another Curare Dart. That's a good pickup. Yeah, Fugue is so good against stuff like that. Brigand Vinestalker of Usk was my first 15 rune win, says Waga. I can see why. I see people, doing extremely good things with it. Okay, let's be careful. This is our heavy branded dude. What's the play? I could just Atropa. It's a pretty good chance. I got the blind. Nice. Feeling good. Okay, that's D10. We found our lair entrance. We are now going to go back up and clear out that very dangerous looking vault, which is, I've got Maggie here as well. Let's do the vault first, I think. Vaults felt less bad, maybe. Let me just catch up on chat here. This character kind of only needs a few evocables, some summon spells, and Gavet is an in-game build. Yeah, I would always take Gavat on basically any character. It's one of my favorite spells. Animate Dead, like I think Wago was saying, is very good. That's a top pick for me. And yeah, I mean, We're looking very strong here. Okay, these guys are a bit scary. I've got Breath plus plus, so I need to use one. Got a spectator here. Subculture, how's it going? Ooh, okay. Parchment of Swiftness up there. That could be quite good unranged. I think I don't fugue. I stay more quiet than that. Do I just open with Breath? Maggie, 94 HP, feels a bit like playing with death. 2 shots and you're very dead. I do have resistance to fire, remember, so it'd be more than 2 shots. So I think it's a little better than that, but not a ton. Maggie's pretty dangerous with Mesmerize. Yeah, and she's in a hallway with corners nearby, so I only have like 4 slots or 4 spaces away from her. So it's pretty dangerous. But I think it's a bit better than 2 turns. I think it's more like 4-ish. Of course, she's got a big branded weapon as well. I'm going to open with Breath. Like this. Ooh, we got Conjurer as well. Did I kill that guy? No. I killed nothing. Let me Ice Blast, I think. Ogre is still alive but severely wounded. I'm going to Fugue. There's Ogre. Let me Ice Blast again. Just look at this hit. It's so good. Ranged weapon to 11. So stealth is very cheap. I would like to get up to 6 stealth at some point. But I think we just keep leveling ranged probably, right? Let's go at least 13. Let's look at our cooldown, or attack delay is 1.3, so it's not too bad. I think I Ice Blast. Do I Ice Blast again here? I don't know. I have 8 charges. I have 1 fugue. I want this guy dead, but I want him dead too. So I think I Ice Blast. Did I get them both? So I've killed Centaur. I've killed Vampire. Oh no. Demonologist is alive. 2-headed Ogre is dead. Okay. So now I think we just Mule. There's Demonologist. Let's Graveclaw you. And then shoot kind of through you. Multiple Demonologists. At least I have Fugue. Boy, this is kind of getting spicy here, isn't it? Let's Breath again. Like this. Okay, Demonologist needs to die real fast. Sun Demon is scary. 30 damage plus 20. Unfortunately, I can't do... Oh yeah, I've got Graveclaw. Actually, let's Graveclaw. Got it. Beautiful stuff. We're going to take this opportunity to back up a bit, since we got the daze. And I'll kill from here. Yeah, daze, that seems fine. Okay, still looking good. I've run out of Fugue. I should have been paying attention. I think this separation's still okay. Druid is a bit annoying, isn't it? No Doom so far. Subculture saying, hey, mate. I'm going to let him know he's on stream. I feel like it's fair to let him know he's being recorded. Welcome to the live stream. Just in case he doesn't want to be. Let's knock this guy back, then shoot, then knock back, then shoot. I'm getting flanked, okay? And getting flanked is the time when we pull back. We say, why are we getting flanked? I guess that guy was sitting in this room, probably. Whoa, you seeing this necklace? I don't have any amulets right now. In plus, HP 7, ring plus. Huge pickup. I love this ring. Amulet, rather. I love this amulet. Words, hard. Parchment of Swiftness is probably getting learned, I'm guessing. Because Swiftness is good for a melee, or a ranged build, rather. Let's just go ahead. Subculture says, whoa, okay, hold on. I can get commentary on this too. Yeah, YouTube. Draconius beats roguelikes. If you weren't aware. I think I pulled everybody. Fugue has a way of doing that, doesn't it? Let's pick up maybe 2. Air magic. We'll prioritize that. Looks like we're totally cleared out in this area. Dim. Okay. Well, that was quite good. So for now, we'll throw on Ring and See Invisible, which is fine. We have resists and ticks and everything except our elect and willpower. No boots, no offhand. I've killed so many null packs and I've not found a single shield. I've found no hats. I've found no boots. I do have 2,500 gold on Gozag though. So there is that. It doesn't matter if you run out of Fugue or not. You cannot renew it. Yeah, but as soon as you notice it's worn off, you can re-up it, I guess is what I'm saying. It would be nice if you could renew it, but actually when you do that, it just resets it to 0. So you can like renew it, quote unquote, but it goes to 0. So not good stuff. Yep, we take these. Plus 10 short bow could be potentially better for the near future because of the delay. I'll tell you why I'm going to keep it on and disagree is RF. That is the only reason. RF is worth it to me. Especially considering we have a Maggie we're probably about to fight. So, okay. There we go. We're going to go down. And do we want to fight Maggie? So, if we were to do so, I could stand here and yell. That's an option. Or I can stand here and have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. That's not bad. I do have teleport online as a scroll. Maggie is not immune to poison. So I could Curare, which is huge. Nope, I'm wrong. She's resistant to it. So we're probably not doing that. What do we think here, chat? Do we go for Maggie? We have 1 pip of fire res. Wega says a cool concept with altars is that you could pray at a naturally spawning altar of your own god and get some piety once per altar. I like that idea. I have thought that for a while. Like it should give something, right? I don't know if it's piety, if it's like a free use of an ability, if it's, I don't know. Something would be nice. I'd rather not go anywhere near Maggie till XL15, says DQ. I mean, if you think it's that risky, I think we win this almost always. And in the case where we don't, we teleport. That's what I think. But we don't need to do it. She's got nothing we want, right? No items, I don't think. So, okay. Yeah, everybody in agreement there? Wega probably add that to some exploration gods that run quite dry on piety. Yeah. Vagrant says, I'd avoid fighting Maggie, but you could try to lure her to the wider area and shout through shouting. Yeah, I thought about that. We're going to go to Lair. It's all right. We'll skip it. Amulet of Faith. Irrelevant. Does not work on Gozag. Okay, we got cold from the bottom. We are resistant to cold. We're resistant to poison. We're looking good for Lair. Breath is ++. We're going to go Fugue. Knockback, knockback, step, knockback, step, knockback. Knockback. We got the daze. I'm feeling less than good about this, to be perfectly honest, but we'll Caustic Breath. We're at Fugue 4. This is quite the welcoming party. 1.2 delay. Air magic is at 2, so swiftness is at 7% if we need to get away. Running low on mana, though. Could charm this guy. 38, 38, 56. Not great. Curare is a thing. Disjunction is a thing. Could Disjunction. 43. Maggie has no real value and some threat of death, like greater than 5%, you say. Yeah, I'd put it around 5%, honestly. With Gozag, with this much gold, I think it's probably less than 5 or right around 5. I'd give you that. This could get nasty with the noise drawing in reinforcements, which is what we're seeing here. But we've got options. Oh, I forgot to pop my experience pot when I hit level 11. So I guess it's when we hit level 12 now. What do? We could just not pop a consumable. I've got 2 breath attacks. I've got Fugue 4. All of this seems fine. Right, I could Caustic Breath in a line if I step down this direction. I've got 2 mana, which is almost enough for swiftness. I've got no magic, do I? No magic pots, I mean. I have Ambrosia, but that's kind of bad in this situation. I guess we pull enemies up. So I'm going to step, pull 1 up. No, I pull none. Okay. We reset. We have 101 HP. We're going to go back in. We're going to go knockback, knockback again for the kill. Hit him again. Hit him again for double kill. Go back up, recharge mana. Dude, Mystic Blast. So good. Okay, now we got Yaks. I think I'm going to Fugue again. Fugue 2. Level 12. I feel clever. We get an extra armor. We're up at 12. Catching back up with chat here. Nava says, speaking of, running guns with Dith really made an impression on me as you get... It was like you get a perma silencer. Right. Yeah, okay. It's a little quieter. I get that. Gozag is stronger, obviously. I mean, it's hard to beat Gozag, right? Ash is better, I would argue. Gozag's right up there, though. So, Dith is more like having a double-barreled weapon. Yeah, about what? Like 50% of the time or less? But some of the time. I think we just keep going. Okay, we got a bunch of guys here. Some of them are dazed. Range to 13. Spellcasting is only 9.5. I could see doing spellcasting. I could also see getting fighting up because it's only 7.6. Because ranged weapon is so expensive. I do... Yeah, let's take it to 14 for the time being. Let's look at it. I'd like to get it to 1.0, and then I'll probably do other stuff for a bit, at least. Bug in Death for a while in Trunk where it would always copy your actions. I remember that. Yeah. I didn't get to play with it, but I remember people talking about it. That would be bonkers. Shadow is 20% to spawn on an action, and then it mirrors every action. Right. So you just got to get the trigger, and that sticks around for some number of turns. And of course, I believe all of those turns where it's still up and firing, you get a 20% chance to re-roll it, right? To get a respawn on it and re-up that timer, I believe. Wagga says, let's just say Coglin Hunter was really, really good. I'm planning to run Coglin Hunter of Oka. I could see running Death, maybe. That 7 Slay paying off. Dude, this build is really, really good. Like, I still believe everything I said about early game Hunters being weak. But, gee whiz, is it strong right now. Okay, I'm going to put Fugue on Quick Cast. I think I get Necromancy up another one, maybe. I could even see getting more than that, but let's go one more in that while we level ranged. Was that just a straggler, I think? He doesn't seem to come with a whole party. Knockback, Mule, knockback, Mule. That guy was a little scary. Knockback? Sweet. Yeah, so we're just, putting Fugue online and then going to town with Tab. Basically. Wowzers. Usually I don't tab that fast, but I've got my stop at 60%, I believe. So if I do get damaged, my tab will stop me. If anything gets close, we're using Mystic Blast to knock back. Wow, ranged weapon up to 14 just that quick. Let's get fighting. I like fighting to 9. We're already around my breakpoint for health, being 100 by this floor. But a little more wouldn't hurt. So we'll do that. We're at 1.2 still. And we got a spell book of cold stuff. None of those things are very good with Mule. Ramparts, Ozo's armor, I like both of them, but with the knockback, it would break every time Mule triggers. So that's no good. Fugue, knockback, etc. Okay, Fugue's at 4, we got Yaks. I think Yaks are fine, we'll just stand in a corner. Fighting to 9. Let's go spell casting now to 8 to get a little more mana. And then we'll go ranged. Something like regen would be really nice here. So that I could just stand in place for longer and tab. Needless to say, this is not how I usually play DCSS. I don't know if you watch many of my streams and videos, but you know this isn't how I usually do it. But it's pretty fun. Let's see. Is there anything we want here? Probably not. Still haven't picked up much. I like what we have. It's all online. It's feeling good. Okay, so we are at the bottom of layer 1, so I think we're going to wrap up this stream. It's taken longer than I wanted to get here. It was a slow start on Draconian, I gotta say. But now we are cruising, absolutely cruising. So I want to thank you guys for joining in, filling up the chat with some interaction. I enjoy that very much. Helps giving me things to talk about, you know what I mean? Hope you'll tune back in tomorrow. Well, be around this time point tomorrow as well. I hope this is a good time for everybody. It seems to be. Let me just catch up on chat real quick, and then we'll log off. So DG says, Dith Shadow that appears on T-Lock cast is completely broken. It casts Irresistible Pin 50% on 50% of enemies in LOS. Wow. I really like the Alchemy one. The Summoning one is quite good. I don't think I've got the T-Lock one very often, but that's good to know. That's very cool. Hey, Alo, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I got yellow. And it's been going okay. Like, the breath is very strong. I don't have any Forge Crafts, right? It gives Forgecraft aptitude. Haven't used any of it. But, you know, it's whatever. I've been enjoying Draconian, I gotta say. See you tomorrow, Vagrant. Yep, see you then. What's your favorite race, Jester says? Gnoll. Gnoll is my favorite, and I'll tell you why. It's not because it's the best species, which it is. It's very strong. The reason I like Gnoll is that you can just play with whatever you find. Right? Wagga thinks that's a crazy question. Yeah, it's crazy, Jester, in case you don't know, because I'm the Gnoll guy. I have more wins on Gnoll than any player ever, and I have the longest streak on a single species with Gnoll of 61. So, like, I'm the Gnoll guy, basically. I like Gnoll because it lets me play anything I find, right? It's also just very good, but just having stats and everything, like leveling up everything all at once, is very strong. And then, hey, I found a weapon I like, or I found a spell I like. I can, you can transition at any point. And it's not really a transition, right? You just do what's best at all points in the game. So it allows you to be more tactically open, right? You can do the best tactics in the situation, do whatever the situation calls for at any point. And Gnoll is uniquely skilled at that, right? At the tactical game. And it does so by leaving your strategy wide open, right? You can kind of aim for things, but it's just use whatever's best at any given time. And I love that. It's a very fun and freeing experience. So that's why I like Gnoll. Gargoyle used to be my favorite. I just thought it was really good with all the resists. I think it's really nice for a new player. It's very good at the early game, etc. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. Vagrant says Permafrost might be a good spell to get later with the Forgecraft bonus. Not seeing why. Forgecraft is earth and cold, right? Are you mixing up Forgecraft? Maybe. Alio says pale is best. Vagrant was wishing for pale. Yep. I was kind of wishing for purple. So we got yellow. That's fine. I'm probably going to go for Tiamat eventually, like in the near term. So we'll try them all. Let's see. Alo says, I got cursed toes, all my 3 rune drakes. Rip. Yeah, sorry to see it. Yeah, Vagrant, you're mixing up something. It's not Forgecraft. So I like Permafrost for later, but it's Cold and Earth, which we are not currently learning. So it's a good spell. Can't deny that. But if we find some Forgecraft later, like Alistair's Walking Robot or something like that, I would do it, you know, with that +2 aptitude. Yeah, I'd do a level 5 spell, maybe even a level, you know, what is the level 6 spell? I can't remember. Anyway, I'd go for the level 5 spells. That'd be fine. Whoops, Forgecraft, +2. Yeah, but right now, I mean, we're feeling pretty good. We got resist in almost everything. It's going well. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I gotta log off. Family is calling for my attention, which is fair. So hit that like button if you've enjoyed this. Helps more people see streams in the future, see this stream after I stop going live, and so on. And we'll pick up this time tomorrow, give or take. Do another 3-hour stream around then. See you guys next time. Good luck in your own runs. Take care.